What is good? AFC East Roundtable. It's the host of tonight's show. It's Richie from Jets Media. Let's go, baby. I'm your host tonight because the New York Jets are the second place team in the AFC East. And boy, it feels good to be a Jets fan right now. I am super excited for this episode of the AFC East Roundtable. We got the New England Patriots coming off a big-time win. We got the Buffalo Bills blowing out the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have the New York Jets getting a big-time divisional win at home to improve to 3-2. And about those Miami Dolphins, we'll get into that. So let's welcome in the gentlemen. What's good, Tyson? What's good, TD? And we got Lance, who is replacing Dan Mitchell tonight. What's good, fellas?
It's good. Good. Sorry,
good?
guys. I'm a little under the weather today. It's just, man, that I just caught that Zappe fever, man. I just haven't been able to shake it.
Oh, baby. Tyson's happy. Lance is obviously happy because he's coming off a blowout. TD, how you doing today, my man? How you doing? You're muted, bro. We can't hear you.
Don't talk to me, Richie.
Oh, we're talking tonight, my baby. We're talking tonight. So just to kick things off, guys, I have a very special video. It's a present for TD Finstock. It's also going to be a present for the Smoke Show when he comes onto the channel in a couple of minutes when we get into the recap. And I channeled my inner Master at Work. As you guys are aware, Master at Work is a phenomenal video editor. He is the guy that posts all the content on the AFC East Roundtable about the memes. He has his own channel where he does meme time, and it's hilarious. He's like the head troll of the NFL. So I tried to do my best impression of that, and I took receipts off of all the nonsense I heard last week on the Friday night show from TD and the Smoke Show, because at the time it was asinine and it looks even crazier today. So let's get right into the AFC East Roundtable. We're going to save that video for a little bit, so stay tuned. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on your way into the show. It's going to be a phenomenal game stream tonight. So we're going to start off with Master at Work. Just give me your overall thoughts right now before we get deeper into it of your team coming off that blowout win. Before we get into the recap of the game, give us your overall thoughts, because I know you're living on a high right now.
Listen, I'm sitting in the cut just chilling. I'm just waiting for that moment because it's going to happen. I'm waiting for that moment to strike. But right now, like I said, Zappe fever is in full effect. It's the next pandemic. Everybody start wearing your mask again because Zappe fever is starting to take over the NFL. People don't know it yet, but I'm telling you, man, we found our quarterback. We just shut out the number one offense in the league. Now, I don't care who it is. To shut out any team in the league is crazy, but we got our defense, Jack Jones, all our rookies, all our young guys are starting to step up. The Patriots dominated. I know it's just the Lions, but I mean, it's not like we don't have our own Detroit Lions in our division, which is the Dolphins. You know what I mean? They're the only two teams in NFL with the longest playoff drought, but beating up on the Lions, it felt good, even though it was just like, yeah, it is what it is. But nobody said we would win that game. We went in there underdogs with a third-string quarterback. I don't know. Some people love making excuses for starting a third-string quarterback. I don't know who that is, but we're doing fine with our third-string quarterback, and that's pretty much all I got to say for now.
You stole the words out of my mouth, because Master at Work is in there with a rookie quarterback that is the third stringer, and he's glowing after a dub. Let's hear it, Lance. How you feeling about those Buffalo Bills? They came out there and blew the hell out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that to happen. My podcast, I kind of predicted a pretty lopsided score, and that's exactly what happened. And when you had the best quarterback in the league, you know, things are pretty good.
And why don't you give your I want you to introduce yourself. Where can people find you? What kind of content you got for the Buffalo Bills? What's your podcast? Like, introduce yourself to the AFC East Roundtable.
Yeah, so I go by Mafia Montage on Friday nights on the Sit Down and Built in Buffalo. And every Friday at 7 p.m. you can find us there. And I pretty much, just like I'm doing right now, I try to get myself out there, get on any show I can. And, if anybody needs a guest to beat up on, I'm your guy. I can come on basically any show, anytime, and talk football. So that's what I like to do. And obviously watching football all day and on Sundays, and every time I can get something on the TV, I'm there ready to watch. So
Awesome. So you guys know where to find out. Check out Lance on his Friday night shows. We appreciate you filling in for Dan. Hopefully Dan can come in at some point, but he's on a work trip. So Dan is traveling the world and he's living life right now. Shout out King Blaze for the donation. 3 and 2. I'm eating fish tacos, fish with sauce, fish wide receivers were shut down. Go Jets. Shout out King Blaze. All right, TD, before we get deeper into the game, I just want to get your overall thoughts of where you're currently at in your life, in your mind. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. You know, we just had our bye week, so we didn't play. So everything's good, you know, but no, everything's all right, man. I'm just looking forward to the future. It looks like we've announced Skylar Thompson will be starting Sunday, so I feel good about that. At least this week he'll actually get some preparation. And we want to see what type of quarterback he is. If he can get some Zappe fever. And if not, if he trashed, then we just in a lot of trouble for the future because we got a quarterback who can't stay healthy right now.
Wow, the voice, your voice, TD. You
I'm humble.
sound so
Richie.
defeated.
I'm not defeated. I'm humbled, and
humbled.
I'll admit that.
Oh,
I'll admit that.
okay.
I'm humbled.
That's what I
I'm
like to
humbled
hear
this week.
because there's a big reason why you see a different energy in my eyes right now. Because the Jets have never, and this is sad. This isn't a thing that I'm puffing my chest about, guys. But this is the first time that the Jets have won a division game since we started the AFC East Roundtable. This is the first time the Jets are above third place since we started the AFC East Roundtable. So if you see me a little over the top right now, allow it. Because all I did for 2 years plus a couple of weeks is sit here with my arms crossed, listen to just Jets hate after Jets hate after Jets hate. And I took it on the chin and I swallowed and I kept a smile on my face. And I took those receipts, and those receipts are about to be glorious, glorious, because I remember everything I heard. And that's the only reason why I'm a little petty right now is because I remembered everything I heard last week. And this is not a shot at the Dolphins fan base because there is a segment of the Dolphins fans that are respectful at the New York Jets, saying that it's a good win. There's not a lot of excuses, all this stuff. So I just want to get that out of the way. So we're going to get into the Mojo segment. Before we do that, we've got a $50 donation. Thank you so much, my man. Keep that same
Appreciate
energy,
it.
Dolphins fans, from 2 weeks ago.
I got some advice for some Dolphins fans. Get up. Get off your seat. Like a sex machine.
Listen, we got rules. We got rules around here. And those rules are if you ain't beat us, don't talk.
Oh no, they ain't no rules.
If you ain't beat us, don't talk.
My own rule: make them win a playoff game.
No, you let me know. In this
century.
Matter of fact, when the last time y'all beat us? When the last time y'all beat us? When the last time y'all beat us? We're starting a streak on y'all.
Cam Newton.
That's all he's got here, right now. It's so sad.
Oh, no, I'm a crank up. Don't worry. I'm a crank up. Don't worry.
Hey, man, we're just getting started here on the AFC East Roundtable. It's going to be a glorious show, and I have so much to talk about on this stream, and I'm holding it back because I want my guy Ryan from Jets Talk in here. I want Nikki Smokes in here when we get deeper into the recap because I know they are going to have some interesting things to say after they see what my present is for them. They're waiting backstage patiently right now, so we appreciate you boys waiting patiently. We also have another $10 donation. Richie, until the Jets beat the Patriots, they will always be trash and nothing more. But congrats on beating the sorry Dolphins. Malachi, we appreciate the $10 donation.
Malachi, I hate him.
Hey, man, I think – I mean, listen, we still got to beat the Patriots. We still got to beat the Bills. We got a long way to go. I'm not saying the Jets are back and we're going to win the AFC.
The Jets are that first stepping stool to get to the real Kings.
Hell yeah, we're coming. Hopefully, I cannot wait. Our next home game
the Bills you're talking about, right?
Against the Pats.
The Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, so we're going to get into Mojo. If you guys are not aware, Mojo is a brand new app that is available in New Jersey, and you can download it anywhere. Even if you're not in New Jersey, you can still download it and check the stocks all over the place. We're going to get into the weekly movements. So as you guys know, every week we get to see who's trending up on the market, who's trending down on the market. We talk about this on every stream. You guys know the drill. If you want to download Mojo, it is down below in the description right now. Make sure you guys check it out because I've been having a lot of fun on this app. Even though I cannot trade yet because I live in New York, it's a lot of fun to just see who's the top movers, who's the top fallers, and all that fun stuff. So we're going to start off with the New England Patriots, Tyson, because I added 2 new players to highlight on this team. There's no more Mac Jones. There's no more Nelson Aguilar.
Thank God.
I picked these 2 players. So what's your thoughts?
You see that trend? That's like a heartbeat. The heartbeat of Zappe fever coming along. I'm glad Mojo finally realized this. Ramondre Stevenson, 160 yards on the ground last week. Unfreaking real. This dude is a beast, man. I'll run it. We have the perfect structure to win now because you need a running game when it gets cold and wintry. And Bailey Zappe, man, don't worry, be Zappe, the Zapster. I'm telling you, man, this dude is legit. I would put your mortgage down, invest whatever future endeavors you got, whatever. Just put all your money in Bailey Zappe, bro.
So Mac Jones
he's
is
the next one.
Mac Jones,
I don't know who Mac Jones is, to be honest with you.
McCorkle?
I don't know who he is.
Wow.
It's Zappe time. You know what I mean?
So no, but a serious question though. When Mac Jones is cleared to play, like, what do they do?
Cut him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. I heard Miami's looking for a new quarterback. Y'all can have him.
Oh my gosh.
I can't really ask for your first round pick because you ain't got one. But
we do.
Oh yeah, from San Francisco, who's right. That's going to be in the low 20s. But no, Mac Jones who? You know the song Mac who? So whatever, bro. I'm Bailey Zappe, bro. That's my quarterback right now, and whoever this other guy is that we drafted in the first round that cries and bitches and moans to Matt Patricia and why is he not catching the ball and making us look like fools when it's a little ankle sprain. I don't want him no more. I'm done. That's like the Toy Story meme. I'm done playing with you. I've had enough of you.
So what's your thoughts of Stevenson? Because unfortunately for
Stevenson is
hurt,
a bit.
Right?
Yeah, so like I said, we're slowly moving Zappe along, which means we're going to run the ball a lot against a lot of these teams that's coming up. So I would really highly invest in our running game, whether it's Stevenson or Damon Harris. But Ramondre Stevenson has the bigger upside. But yeah, man, he's just a beast right now. He showed signs of it last season, but now he's starting to really truck along. And our offensive line is actually good again. Trent Brown is a force. It's a wrecking crew. Our offensive line is exactly what we thought it should be. Was Cole Strange's first round pick. Our offensive line is good enough to get a running game at least 100 yards a carry, 100 yards a game. So I think we got the best running game in the league right now.
All right, so you heard it here from Tyson. Invest in Mac Jones to fall. Invest in Zappe to boom. All right. So let's see what's going on with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, we're good, baby.
I got Skylar Thompson on here because he was announced the starting quarterback in this week's game, and I got Tyreek Hill. Wow. Wait, TD, remember what I said on draft night?
What's that?
You remember?
See, Richie, you need to stop.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, first game, Tyreek Hill plays the Jets and Sauce. Which direction is he trending?
He trending up, Richie. At the end of the day, this is we not day traders, okay? We not day traders. We long term, okay? Listen, Richie, Tyreek Hill stock is always gonna be high. It's down right now because we're dealing with all the little knickknacks. He was injured, so he was playing injured. That ain't an excuse to why we lost, but for him, that's something that he's dealing with. He'll be playing 100. He'll be back this week, ready to take care of business. His stock will rise. The only thing with Tyreek stock, I wouldn't put much money into Tyreek stock because it's already high because he's one of the players that's high. You know, he's already a premier player. So, I mean, if you take any gains from him, it'll be minimal, in my opinion, at this point. But Skylar Thompson, on the other hand, no, sir. That stock is worth investing in. That's the one you want to spend money on. Why y'all laughing? Hold on. So you mean to tell me a guy who gets no first team reps at all And after the first play of the game gets thrown in, the game plan wasn't designed for him, and y'all laughing. You're going to see this week when he dogs out Minnesota. And actually, he didn't have too bad of a game. Richie, our offensive line played worse than NFL history, man. Worse than NFL history. So at the end of the day, this week, hopefully he'll get some of the players back that we need, and he'll have better protection.
Isn't Teddy starting this week, though?
No,
if Tua
Teddy is
go?
not. Teddy ain't starting. Skyler's starting.
Yeah,
and like the coach said today, with the circumstance of Skyler coming in without any preparation in a week, being a 7th-round pick, if that was his floor, then we feel good about him. If that was his floor, then we feel real good about him.
I have a serious question, TD. So Skyler's at $1.89.
Yes.
Is that someone you really want to invest your money in on Mojo because you still have Tua, potentially coming back later on in the season? So is Skyler somebody you'd want to invest in? Because quarterbacks are very valuable on Mojo. So if he goes out there on Sunday and plays good, and even if the Dolphins lose, but he plays good, that $1.89 will skyrocket.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Why? I mean, how much lower can it go? Just the fact of him starting, the stock went up 33%. Just the news of him starting. You just like literally, you just made, if you put $100 of stock in him, you just made $33 just by them saying he's going to start. So at the end of the day, one good game versus the Vikings, and we're talking about $5, $6, $7 a share, right up there with Zappe. And that's a huge investment. That could be 300% gain. So if I was in Jersey, man, I would actually put some heavy money on Skyler, because you have to look at it this way too, Richie. Say he has another horrible game. It's not going to go down that much.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? So this is a must buy in. This is why I wish I was in Jersey, because this is a must buy in. I would load up on Skylar Thompson stock. And let me tell you, the long term for Skylar Thompson, they like this kid. They believe in this kid. And I know that Jets game, nobody would see that out of that game. But if you really look at the game in the all 22, it wasn't nearly as bad as it seemed for him. Especially with the conditions of the O-line playing the way that it is, and Tyreek and Waddle playing hurt. I mean, the kid was just at an ultimate disadvantage. And with 0 reps on first team throughout the week, now he's got a whole week of preparation. Now he's got an opportunity to go out there and make some plays. And he has the arm, he has the talent. I would bet long-term on Skylar Thompson. I believe that stock is going to heavily rise. And let me tell you this too, Richie. It doesn't matter how well Tua plays this year. If he keeps on going out, the Miami Dolphins just can't make that long-term investment. Mm-hmm. They're going to debate the 5th year. They're going to debate giving him a real contract. So if that's going to be the case, they may be drafting or looking for a big-time free agent quarterback. And if not, guys like Skylar Thompson is the development. And you never know what that could turn out to be. And truth be told, Skylar Thompson was more productive than Tua was in his first game. Tua threw for 90 yards in his first game. 90 yards. So at the end of the day, and that was with at least a little bit of preparation, knowing he was going to start after that Jets game. He knew he was going to start. He had a week of preparation. So, and that was against the Rams. So at the end of the day, Skyler has a huge opportunity. If he blows it, that's his career certified backup. If he excels, he's going to get potential looks of the future. So it's worth it. It's worth, but I would buy.
All right. Good luck with that.
Stock is about as worth as much as Blockbuster stock.
Yeah, we're going to see next week.
Let's see if he can get into the Hall of Fame and break Mike White's record in his first career start. We'll see about that. So, Lance, I want to get your thoughts, because your Buffalo Bills, they're the most expensive on the Mojo stock market. Josh Allen is at $91 and Stephon Diggs is at $24. Josh Allen improved 2% after his performance on Sunday. So what's your thoughts about Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, obviously Josh Allen's the best quarterback, almost the best player in the league, obviously. So you're not going to get too much to gain there. But, I'd still be chipping away at some of that stock, because, he's just going to get better and better. He's still only in his, 4th year here. So we're still going to be getting better and better with him. And he's about to grab the MVP this year and potentially a Super Bowl MVP. So we're going to see that stock rise. And then with Stephon Diggs, I'm surprised to see that so low. I know you said quarterbacks are valued more, but
yeah, that's like up there with. He's like one of the most expensive wide receivers.
yeah. But I mean, he's shown in the first few weeks here that he's for real, scoring a touchdown in every game and just really putting on a show, especially with a healthy Gabe Davis across from him. You're going to see Stephon Diggs dancing on every one of your teams all season long.
Not Miami.
Yeah, man. They are definitely the most expensive on Mojo. And that brings us to the New York Jets. Zach Wilson and Breece Hall are the two highlighted players I wanted to bring up. Zach Wilson improved just by a slight margin because he didn't really have to do that much because we were running the football all over the Dolphins. We had 5 rushing touchdowns. Junior says, enjoy this while you can. We going to win the division. # Fins for the win. Enjoy the donation. We appreciate the donation, Junior. Good luck to your Dolphins. And listen, Zach Wilson, he's trending up. He's only at $34. I've been saying it every week. Now is the time to invest in Zach because he is making the strides. He had no turnover-worthy plays on a defense that relies on turnovers. He was calm. He was collected. He only needed 21 pass attempts to drop a 40-burger on that trash-ass defense. So that tells you a lot about where Zach Wilson is headed in year number 2. And Breece Hall. How about Breece Hall? 197 yards at the line of scrimmage, only at $11. Bro, everybody go invest in Breece Hall because he is legit. He is here, and he is going to explode on the market. I guarantee you that Breece Hall is going to be up there with all the top running backs in the league on Mojo. And unfortunately, you cannot invest in defensive players, but I'd literally bet my mortgage on Sauce Gardner if he was on here because that man is an absolute lockdown stud because rookies cannot rookie cornerback is the hardest position to adjust to. And when you're a rookie cornerback, like Master at Work, you guys had Jack Jones. He looks like a stud. So when you're a
we just know how to
cornerback,
find them. We just know how to find corners in the draft. I can't explain it.
and when you're a rookie corner, you either have it or you don't. And it seems like, when you're thrown out there onto the fire as a rookie and you play well right away, that tells you a lot because it's a really hard position to adapt from the college to the NFL level. So Sauce Gardner is him. The Patriots got a gem in Jack Jones. So if you guys want to download Mojo, even if you're not in New Jersey, you can still download the app and check out all the top movers, the top fallers. So when it does become in your area, you know how to work the app, how to maneuver everything, where you should go with your money, where you shouldn't go with the money. Because I live in New York and I have the app on my phone and I'm all over Mojo. I'm looking at who's the top movers. That has a really cool list and all that stuff. So make sure you guys download Mojo down below in the description. It is available now on all platforms. For sure. So now we're going to transition into the recap segment. Oh, baby, this is where the fun begins. So now we are going to bring in the special guest, and we're going to first talk about the Jets and the Dolphins game, and then we're going to get into the Patriots and Lions game, and then the Steelers and the Bills game. But first of all, I want to bring in the special guest that was on the AFC East Roundtable last week on Friday to give us the Fan v Fan, and that's Nikki Smoke. And that's Ryan.
TD, why do you sound so depressed like the Dolphins just lost 40-7? We're good.
Because we lost to the Jets, man.
We're good.
Say, Ryan, play that again, Ryan. Play that again.
Smokes. My man was giving lectures and seminars on how the deal with being a Dolphins fan.
We good, TD. We good.
All right. Now Ryan, how you doing, my man? Let me just get to you first.
Oh man, dude, Richie and I had to sit there and take it from TD and Nikki on Friday, and we kept quiet. Ate a whole bunch of humble pie.
He came late.
Ooh,
Ryan,
feels good. Feels
Nikki
good.
Smokes, I know you came out here and you already had something to say, but I'll allow you your platform. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I mean, if you caught me on Monday, you would have caught me probably taking shots of bleach. But the Dolphins are 3-2. Like last year, we started 1-7. I'm good, bro. Life's good. We're all right. Like we'll get it back. You guys were the better team. You deserved the victory. We had an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, and we didn't take advantage, and we fell apart. Your defense made some great plays, and you guys were the better team, and you 100% deserved to win, just like the Dolphins did when we beat Buffalo. You guys capitalized. We didn't,
What did the Dolphins do against Buffalo?
And we beat the Patriots.
They got lucky.
You guys beat us. So it's nice to see there's some balance in the division. We had a little humble pie. Look, I mean, looking back, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Buffalo's still the juggernaut, but we beat them. and that's what we had to do. TD, I can't sit here and lie. Like, we just lost to the Jets, but we're a contender. We're here. We're 3-2. There's no need to panic. We're going to win on Sunday, and there ain't no way in hell we're losing to Brian Flores on primetime football. So, TD, you need to pick it up. You got a brand new, beautiful baby girl. Life's good. The Dolphins are 3-2. We're not 1-4. We're fine. Relax. Come on.
Oh, baby.
You guy's an idiot.
All right. So I just want to say something now before we get deeper into the recap. I'm loving it, Lance. I'm loving it. So,
he got my ass. Yo, I got to get one of those. That's great.
I just got to bring you guys back. Do you guys remember week 2 after the Jets lost in week 1? What did Robert Saleh say? That he's taken receipts of everybody mocking the Jets. And guess what? The Jets are 3-1 since he had that take. And a lot of people heard Robert Saleh say that. What is he saying? The Jets are going to be trash. He's going to run himself out of town. Everyone thought Robert Saleh was talking to the media and the fans. No, he was talking to the Jets squad, his players, his coaching staff, to instill confidence that I got receipts of everybody mocking the Jets, thinking we're the same old Jets because this team is different. We have young talent all over the field. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, you guys already know them by now. If you didn't know them, now you know them. So now it's time to bring out the receipts. Shout out to Master at Work for the inspiration. I edited a nice video.
Is this my present?
This is your present, Nikki Smoke. This is your present. This is going to be uploaded on the AFC East Roundtable right after the video, after this stream is wrapped up. So hope you guys enjoy this video I created. And it's a little gift wrap for TD Fins Talk and Nikki Smokes. Here we go.
Honored.
Receipts, motherfucker, fucking receipts!
The Miami Dolphins against our own children, the New York Jets. That's right, baby.
Dolphins are about to be 4-1, continue our dominance in the AFC East, just beat up on our little brother. Oh, God, that's great.
Why? Because of income taxes. I got your income taxes right here. I got your property tax. It says get off me.
And you're sitting there thinking that it's going to be just a cakewalk. And I love that. All the experts are picking the Dolphins. We're the underdogs. But I just like where your fan base is at in terms of your mindset heading into this game. It's exactly where I want you to be.
Richie, your whole fan base thinks you're going to win this game by double digits. I was on the round table the other day, 45-7. Oh, damn, that was close. Look, I'm going to do this. This is what we're going to end up doing to the Jets. Mwah. I'm going to kiss you on your forehead, Ryan. We're going to kiss you on your freaking forehead because you're still our little sister.
And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the Jets are about to be reminded that the Miami Dolphins are the future of the AFC East. This team is much more talented. And I already know I'm going to hear a lot from you guys about the injuries we're dealing with, our quarterback situation, and all of that type of stuff. But we built this team to be able to compete even if we sustain some major losses. And that's what we're going to be able to do.
Interesting.
Like,
Imagine
I'd rather
being tied with the Jets.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're not tied. We're ahead of y'all when we beat you.
No, we have more
what?
divisional wins.
But you
Two
have a loss.
divisional wins. They're still going to put us ahead because of the two divisional wins.
No.
Y'all don't have
a
that.
loss in the division. That's how
I
it
think
works. When the Jets win, you'll see the Jets above the Dolphins in the tiebreaker because we have 0 division losses and you have 1.
Got him!
The only thing that would spark us if something like that happened is if Skyler comes in and just balls out and we feel like we got a guy in the future.
I'm about to get cooked. Dude,
That would lift his
Skyler's like
I
Tom
already
Brady.
told
It's hysterical.
Richie he lives in New Jersey. You buy the Skylar Thompson stock because if the Dolphins are losing at halftime, you signed in Skylar Thompson and you watched the new Tom Brady take over. We didn't get Tom Brady. We got caught tampering. We have him on the bench. He's sitting there. He's cooking.
man.
Just wait on it. If you
He's
see
better
number
than Tom
19 come in the
Brady.
Sound
game-
like with Tom-
If
with
you
this
see
guy,
number 19
Skyler
come in the
Thompson.
game, you leave the stadium. You leave MetLife.
A few moments later.
The ball. Here they come, and there he goes at the wobbly.
That's not his fault, though.
Skyler trash. Skyler trash.
Yeah, boy.
I'm going to make this simple and sweet. This ain't even going to be close. The defense is going to score about 20 points for the Dolphins in this game alone. The final score is going to be simple and easy. It's going to be 42-10. Zach Wilson
Jesus.
Zach Wilson, I see at least 3 picks. I see 1 or 2 sack fumbles. I'm telling you, the defense is going to score 20 points alone. That's simple, man. Y'all laugh all you want. We'll see.
Breece Hall breakout game. All right, guys, we appreciate everybody.
Yeah, you got to take that comment back. I can't let you slip that in. That's not happening.
Rookie of the
Breece Hall is
week,
not breaking
coming
out
off the
against
rookie of the week. Gonna win it again, baby. Back to back.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you.
That's where Breece Hall had his welcome to the NFL game, a 197-yard performance against the hated Dolphins. A little shimmy here.
That's so nice.
Sorry, Javon Holland. I know it's your guy, Jason. He's going to take him for a ride. That's Breece Hall carrying grown men defenders.
I feel good. All right.
Unbelievable.
Rich,
That's
you
unbelievable.
have
That's
done
great
yourself,
work.
my Padawan. Great video.
That was unbelievable. I'll give you
Richie.
hands down, that
felt
hilarious.
good.
Richie, I didn't give you permission to use my content. I'm going to have to copyright you.
Oh, me too.
Claim us on our own channel.
That's our channel, baby.
Hey, Richie, but before you played that video, though, if you go back to after we beat Buffalo, you sound like my long-lost brother. Like, everything that you said before that video, oh, Breece Hall, this is a new Jets team, da-da-da-da-da. You started naming your players like I was naming Javon Holland and all the other boys. You sound just like me. I know how you're feeling right now. Enjoy it. Soak it in. You guys deserve it. You know, like, we've been a terrible franchise forever. You've been dog shit forever. So when you have these big wins against teams that, you know, you struggle to beat, they feel good. So I'll let y'all have your victory dance. Just know, come that
Just
last
like you had
year,
on week 2.
you guys were being
Every
way
week.
too disrespectful.
Ryan,
All y'all were doing the waddle and the peace sign and all that other garbage. That same
Feels
energy.
good. Feels real good.
Ooh.
The Dolphins, dude, we're a mammal. The Dolphins are a mammal.
Shout out Dan Mitchell, who is drunk. In
No,
San
it's not a dolphin.
We miss you, Dan.
I've made this very clear. A dolphin is not a mammal. A dolphin is a gay shark. Okay.
All right, so there's a reason why I had to make that video. Okay, listen,
Great video.
the Jets had to be humbled, the Dolphins, because Ryan came in here and he heard what he said exactly what I was thinking. We had to sit there on Friday and just take the most arrogant takes I've ever heard in my life. I'm sitting there hearing these guys talk about Skylar Thompson being Tom Brady. I'm like,
Hey.
and they genuinely believe this. I'm like, what's going on, Ryan? I
Richie,
feel bad for them.
I thought I was
You
calling
are-
him. He's
Tom
drunk.
Brady didn't throw a touchdown his first 4
They think
starts.
But
Richie,
Tom
you're a
Brady,
new human being today, bro.
I'm
You dare.
sorry, TD.
Patriots
You
bullcrapping me,
never
bro.
saw
Got
this.
whooped, but the Jets
Hey.
won, so he's got to hang
Tom
his
Brady
hat
threw
on
a
something.
touchdown in his first
When
start. I
I
don't know
saw
what are you talking
Skylar come
about.
in that game,
No, we didn't.
I was like, oh, okay. Now we get to see what this Dolphins fan base, some of them, has all this hype on Skylar. I was excited. I'm like, okay, let's see if this guy's got anything. He didn't look that bad, but like, all right, we'll see what he does on Sunday. I think he can still prove himself. Now he has a full week to prepare, and I'm excited because I feel like you guys definitely have a lot of optimism about it. But we have a special guest tuning in real quick from San Francisco. Feeling a little buzz right now. What's good, Dan?
Oh my God, he's hammered.
Oh my God. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I just wanted to stop by and say that for all you Dolphins fans that like were jacking yourselves off for the past like 4 days, be like, oh my God, like I'm like first place. Now you're in third, fool. Bills are 1. The Bills are like rightfully where we are. Like Richie, honestly, man, like I love the facts, like where your confidence is. Like, I mean, I hope that when we play you guys, like you beat us, because I want this Richie to be here for the rest of the season. Really hope that we split with you this season. I really hope that we do. Okay? Listen.
But we're not going to.
My Bills,
I appreciate that, Dan.
my Bills guy, like, I mean, like, I'm going to, like, so, like, I'm going to need to see the energy. Like, start talking shit to these fools, man. Like, I mean, like, we are legitimately first place of the AFC East right now.
Oh my gosh.
Cisco. Smokes, love you, buddy. You're the man.
Thank you, Daniel.
Who invited this guy on the show?
He said "love you" to me. I love that. Thank you, Dan.
Who invited Dan on the show? Come on, man.
Oh, like I mean, like I'm literally on vacation, wanting to roll through, say what's, and remind everybody who's going to win the AFC East, like every single year.
The next decade, at least.
For the next decade, cool. All right. Anyway, so I'm getting wasted. We'll see y'all.
Hey, man, even the Dolphins won the AFC East once when Brady was around.
No way, bitch. We'll see y'all. Deuces.
Peace. Fuck. Peace out, bro. Bobby with the ultimate hate. We need a new host. All these clowns want to do is talk and brag and boast about their team. Most suck to be paranoid of losing so much. Jets fans. Hey, we appreciate the hate. The only reason why let me just say something. The reason why I am the way right now, and the reason why I had to make that video is because of the stuff I was hearing leading up to the game. If I was not hearing those stuff here, I heard from Dolphins fans over and over again, we are going to beat the Jets no matter what our injuries are.
That's why I told them to enjoy that flight home.
And now they're using excuses. So it's like, I have to put them where they need to be. And I don't want to get it twisted. I'm not sitting here thinking the Jets are this team that's going to win the division and make the wild card and make a deep playoff push. That's not where my head's at.
You're not a Dolphins fan, Richie. We understand you're level-headed.
I appreciate that. I'm just making sure I'm at.
Because you guys won the Super Bowl in week 3.
That's right.
And they just won theirs last week.
Hold on. The reason
that's
why,
more Super Bowls than you got.
Skyler's so good.
That's the Jets' energy this week. Is they're just
you know what, we did win the Super Bowl because the only games y'all send the team to lose is the Super Bowl.
All right, so
that's all y'all lose.
Be there
now. All the trolling aside, let's talk football. Let's talk the game. Let's talk what happened on the turf at MetLife Stadium. So Ryan, I want to give you your thoughts of what you saw from the game. You saw it from the broadcast. I was at the stadium. So I want to hear your thoughts of, how it started to how it finished and your overall impressions about this young Jets team going up against the Dolphins in that one.
This game started off awesome. Friggin' Sauce Gardner coming out, popping Teddy 2 gloves, knocking his ass out of the game. Then we get to see Skylar Thompson come in. Sauce Gardner allowed a 34.2 passer rating last week. That is less than if a quarterback threw an incompletion on every target. That's how good Sauce Gardner is. Yo, kick rocks. The fact that Quinnen Williams came in there and laid the boom on Tyreek, that was icing on the cake. New York, New Jersey State taxes. Put your ass in the ground. Cheetah getting locked back up in the zoo. This is exactly who the Jets can be each and every week. And we just popped a division rival for the first time in friggin' 3 years. I'm ready to talk some shit.
As you should.
Ryan, I'm glad that Tyreek Hill got lit up like that. Now he knows how it feels.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Dude should be in a jail cell.
Nikki Smokes, I'll allow you to give your thoughts of the game. Let's talk football here. Your impressions of the Dolphins in that Jets game.
Look, like I said, the Jets were the better team. We had our opportunities to win. It was 17-19 in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes left. And we missed a field goal. After that, everything went south. Skylar Thompson had a costly fumble. I didn't think he played bad. I didn't think he played great, but that fumble pretty much put the game away. Tip my cap to Sauce Gardner, but you guys forget, you guys had like 100 yards in pass interference penalties. So we were still moving the ball down the field just through penalties. And we finally ran for over 100 yards. We had 26 rushes for 137 yards. We found our running back. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. The Dolphins came out with 11 penalties. And for the second straight week in a row, we looked unprepared. Jets came out ready to play, fired up. That first play with Teddy Bridgewater, I don't know if it should have been a safety. But again, that's not why we lost. We had an opportunity to go up, didn't capitalize, and the Jets did. It's as simple as that.
I want to talk about those penalties too, by the way. The Jets had a bunch of pass interference penalties, and I feel like that was not called evenly. How many plays did we see where
dude, we had 11 penalties. I think you had 5.
Jump over the top of your friggin' linebacker or whatever.
We had 13.
It kind of felt like it was a game plan. I felt like Mike McGann was like, all right, Tyreek, you run deep. We're going to underthrow the ball.
Your
so then
corners
Tyreek goes back.
Aggressive. Your corners played very aggressive.
Y'all saw the replays like everybody else.
Hill had the nice takeaway from Reed.
Y'all saw the replay.
We had 11 penalties. They had
13.
5.
I thought we had 13.
I'm looking at it. We had 11 for 102. They had 5 for 105.
They saw the game just like us. Sauce was getting a handful of that jersey. You saw the
initiated
replays.
The contact, and then Sauce put his hand on there, and then it was underthrown. Go watch the replay. It's a fact.
Sauce got a handful. Sauce got a handful of the jersey.
Contact. It's a fact.
He
All
trash.
Right, TD, here's the floor, TD. Give your thoughts of that game. I love
it's simple. It's simple. The Miami Dolphins are the better team at the end of the day. We gave y'all, a broke clock is right twice a day. So congratulations. You got your one. You'll get one more this year from somebody else like a scrub like Buffalo. But anyway, at the end of the day, this was a political Richie, stop. This was a political game at the end of the day. The NFL punishing us for the Tua Tagovailoa drama all week. First play of the game. Richie, did you see Teddy Bridgewater concussed? Did he show symptoms?
Up about sauce.
Oh, I thought you were. The man showed no symptoms of concussions. And what did the league do? Said, yeah, we're going to put you in the protocol, and we're going to let the rookie play that ain't even get a snap in practice all week.
You both said you wanted to play the game, but go on.
But no. It's fine. I don't have a problem with Skyler being the one that's playing. I didn't expect mid-game, and this is just talking football. It's no excuse. We got our behind whooped. I'm humble. Jets fans, congratulations. But from a Miami Dolphins standpoint, I mean, in this game, we go into it like, oh my gosh, X ain't playing. Okay. Man, Teron Armstead gets hurt. Okay. Man, Greg Little over there. Austin Jackson ain't back in. It was just a train wreck. Our offensive.
Same thing happened week 3.
No. I get that. Well, I admitted that.
Buffalo's the better team.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You got the worst quarterback in the division. Anyway, But I look at it like this in that game, though, Richie. It was the fourth quarter, and we're headed down the field on a game-leading drive. And when Skyler throws a perfect pass to the tight end over the middle, and he just drops it. And this is where, because at first you could see Skyler was a little rattled. Man, I'm getting thrown in, pressure coming everywhere. But some of the throws were a little errant. But by the fourth quarter, things started to look a little bit better. Like, okay, I'm getting a little more calm. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. And sure enough, we like, all right, it's over. The Jets just screwed up. I think y'all went for it on fourth down or something and didn't get it. I said, the Jets just screwed up. The whole momentum changed. And we were taking it down the field. We're running, got a little pass. We're running. And sure enough, on a third down, wide open in the middle of the field, and the tight end just drops. Second and 9. Okay. And
you're right. Like, that would have changed the whole game. 100%.
That was the biggest play, in our opinion, of the game. And most Dolphin fans recognize right there at that moment, the drive where we could go take the lead and make this game continue success, because the defense was just trash. I don't know what in the heck has happened in our defense, but they don't know how to act when Byron and X ain't there in the corners.
I mean,
but bro,
we didn't even throw it at the corners.
Yeah, but no.
It was the running backs. It wasn't the receivers did nothing.
But
y'all can't tackle.
You're missing. I think y'all missing the schematic point. We don't run two high safeties. In this game, not having our starting corners, we ran two safeties. You see what I'm saying? Just like y'all ran two safeties on us the whole game, weren't we able to run the ball? Y'all gave us we didn't think we were a running team at all. Y'all allowed us to run the ball with two high safety. We had to run safeties because our corners weren't there. So it wasn't a case of y'all not throwing to our corners. It was the scheme we had to play because our starters weren't there. We don't trust the one-on-ones. So that's what the issue was. Think about it. Y'all didn't really get any one-on-one big catches. Y'all got guys slipping out of the backfield wide open and things of that nature. So our scheme really, having our corners out really hurt our scheme, because now we ain't got Javon Holland and those guys in the box shutting the run down and that intermediate stuff. So it was just bad, man. Once that tight end dropped that pass, we knew it was over. At that point, you're not going to get a better opportunity to take the lead and take control of the game.
And guess who's one of the best teams in the NFL in the fourth quarter? The New York Jets.
Trash.
The Jets have outscored teams 79-20 in the fourth quarter throughout the first 5 weeks. Against the Dolphins, it was no fluke. We are top 5 in the league in touchdowns in the fourth quarter. For whatever reason, this Jets team becomes like a different animal in the fourth quarter, and I think that stems from coaching. This was a very important game for the coaching staff, because all I heard all week is it's a great matchup of best friends. Mike McDaniel, Robert Saleh, they go way back. Both come from the same system of the San Francisco 49ers. Dolphins fans think they have the upper hand over us. Jets fans think we have the upper hand over them. They both have a lot of knowledge over each other. Now, I personally think the Jets outcoached the Dolphins in this game.
Yeah.
That game, that play call, that Sauce Gardner blitz, that wasn't just luck. That was scheme. That was anticipating what Mike McDaniel was going to do, putting speed on the outside with both Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, trying to force them vertical, try to take all the space away and try to slip over a screen with nobody on the left side of the field. So what does Jeff Ulbrich and the Jets, Robert Saleh coaching staff do? We're going to do a first play corner blitz with a free runner of Sauce Gardner to annihilate your quarterback. That's coaching, that's scheme, that's being familiar with your opponent. And I think the Jets did a great job of that, because Jets fans, we're still trying to figure out if this is our coaching staff for the future or not. So it's refreshing for us to really see a coaching staff that is really executing the game plan and also having a team that's buying into what they're saying, man, because the Robert Saleh spirit is living within these players. And it's really refreshing as a Jets fan base, because we don't really have coaching staff that has that type of impact on a young team this way. Because you got to give Mike LaFleur credit. Our entire offense is year 1 and year 2 players. We have a year 2 quarterback. We have a year 2 offensive lineman who played his first ever game of his life at right tackle and looks like the best O-lineman I've ever seen in my life. We have a year 2 running back, and we have a rookie running back, a year 2 receiver, year 1 receiver. I mean, the list goes on of how young this offense is. And the fact is, we have an offensive coordinator that's having this offense humming with this young core. So it's really refreshing to us to have a young team play this well and execute. We are tied with the Philadelphia Eagles for the most explosive plays in the NFL. That's no fluke. We are up there with the best offenses in the league. And that is a testament to Joe Douglas for going out there and getting playmakers in the offseason, surrounding the quarterback. What did Robert Saleh say to Zach Wilson when we drafted him? He said on the phone, this organization is going to lift you, not the other way around. What we saw on Sunday against the Miami Dolphins was the first evidence of an organization lifting a quarterback, not putting too much pressure on Zach, because Zach did not have to do much. He was a game manager, threw the ball 21 times, had not one turnover-worthy play, and the Jets got 5 rushing touchdowns, and the defense carried them to this W. That is called elevating your young quarterback and taking the pressure off of that, and that feels so good from a Jets fan, because we've never really had that. So I think this team really went out there and proved a lot. In that fourth quarter, they just turned it up another notch, and I'm really excited from what I saw. But they still have a lot to prove. This is a long season. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I think the Jets are back and we're all of a sudden just the favorites. We are the 5th seed in the AFC. If you end the season, we are the 1st seed in the wild card. But I'm not going to sit here with a straight face and tell you guys that I think that, everything is over. The Dolphins are a worse team than the Jets. The Jets are the 2nd best team in the division automatically. We still got to prove that we can beat the Patriots. We still got to prove that we can compete against the Bills. There's a lot of proving to do with this Jets team, and I'm just making you guys aware of that. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm on top of the world, and I know that there is Dolphins fans out there that are not saying all these excuses and all the other stuff I've heard, and I respect you guys. Because there are a lot of humble Dolphins fans, and I know TD and Nikki Smokes are one of them. They both were humbled by this loss, but I respect the Dolphins fans that have that experience, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm taking shots at every Dolphins fan. That's not true, because I have a lot of respect for Dolphins fans. They're as passionate as they come. And Tyson, that leads me to the next point. I want to get your thoughts of that Jets and Dolphins game and what your biggest takeaways were.
I mean, I was busy having a Zappe fever. I'm coming down with a cold, but
Zappe fever's coming next. Don't worry.
I was flipping back and forth watching the game. I honestly wasn't shocked at all. Once I saw Teddy Bridge over troubled waters go down, I knew it was over with, because I knew Skyler was going to be trash. The Dolphins are having the same issues they've been having since their playoff drought. Offensive line starting to falter. They better hope and pray. What's that off the best offensive lineman in free agency that you guys signed? What's his name? Armstead. You better hope and pray he stays healthy, because Austin Jackson, I mean, that's your saving grace. Austin Jackson's going to save you? No. Even if Tua comes back, if that offensive line holds up the way they are, that's not going to be pretty to watch, especially if they're trying to protect them the way they say they are. The Jets defense, I knew the Jets defense was going to make some plays. Like I said, they've drafted well. They had the best draft, which pretty much proved in this game. The Dolphins are I don't know why Dolphins fans act so surprised. Like, we've been here every year. There's been seasons where the Dolphins have started out 3-0, seasons where Dolphins started out 3-1. you know that they have a tendency to start off hot and then falter when the heat starts to turn up. And I try to tell everybody, man, including Patriots fans, bro, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. It's survival of the fittest. Who's the healthiest at the end of the season? You know what I mean? You need a run game. You need an offensive line to protect your quarterback. If you don't got those two things, you're not going to go far, and you're not going to make it to the playoffs. And I don't think that Miami has what it takes. And McDaniels, people were hailing him the next Don Shula, just genius mastermind, and he's been completely just taken apart. Their defense is completely like your defense is no longer there. The Brian Flores defense that you've been hailing, which was the saving grace for Miami as to why they've been winning games the last couple of seasons, was their defense held Tua on a pedestal. And now that their defense, one of the worst defenses in the league, I might add, you gave up 40 points to the Jets. Imagine late in the season what you're going, and you have injuries too, like Xavier Howard's hurt, Byron Jones is hurt. I don't know how you guys survive the next few weeks. You guys can probably get past Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's trash. But Minnesota and Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins, they're going to lay an absolute beat down on y'all. And y'all going to have to rush Tua back eventually. And when that happens, we're going to see how he can hold up behind that putrid offensive line that's starting to sneak its way back into the Dolphins' minds right now. So the Dolphins, to me, they're cooked. You're a cooked franchise. You're going to go 23 seasons without a playoff win again.
Patriots first 3 weeks.
I mean, you can beat us all you want, but the problem with the Dolphins is no problem beating the Patriots, but what about these other teams you got to beat to get into the playoffs? You swept us last year and still missed. So it's not beating us per se. It's beating teams like the Jets and Bills and the Titans late in the season or the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So I just think that the Dolphins are cooked. Your season's over with now. And the NFL is another thing, too, before I end this. The NFL now has an agenda against Miami. Whether you want to believe in conspiracy theories or not,
I agree.
I tweeted this. Tua ruined the NFL. Because if you watch some of the games that's been playing, the Brady hit, that was absurd. The hit on Derek Carr. The NFL is not going to allow the Dolphins to succeed. The Dolphins have embarrassed the entire NFL, not only during the season with the Tua concussion, but with the Tampergate, the Tankgate. They have to sweep so much shit under the rug on the Dolphins this entire offseason. And the NFL you're not going to get your calls. You're not going to get the calls. And if you screw around and put Tua out there, and if he can't take a hit, he's going to have to take a hit eventually. If something happens to him, you guys are to blame. The fault of what's happening right now in the NFL, what we're seeing, lays directly at the feet of the Miami Dolphins. And I know the NFL, just like they had an agenda against the Saints with the call against the Rams in the NFC Championship game, the NFL is not going to allow Miami to succeed now because of the whole entire Tua situation. You made them look like idiots. They're having to sweep things under the rug, having to cover up stuff. Don't believe these reports about the NFL and we didn't find anything. Trust me, they found something. But if they were to come out and say something about it, they would be liable to get sued. And they're not about to let that happen. So Miami, your season's over with. Whether you like it or not, you can debate about all 22s and how your team looks. But the NFL is not going to allow you to succeed. It's over.
Interesting.
What's your season? You're 2-3. How are you going to say your season's over? Yours is over,
bro.
too. Yours is
our
over
schedule,
too.
bro. We were 1-3. You know what we were last season? We were 1-3. We were 2-4 last season.
Your
right?
season's over.
We're gonna get
Our
into the
season's
Patriots.
over?
No,
You're losing to the Vikings. Listen,
You
Smokes.
said your
You're losing
season's
to the
over. You
Vikings
said
on
that.
Sunday. You're losing to the Vikings on Sunday. We're going to beat the
God.
Browns, and we're tied. Now, what you going to do?
Good.
This is a
I'm
young
glad you're
season.
cocky now. I'm glad you're cocky now. I'm glad you're
We're not
cocky
even.
now because
We're not even halfway
said
through
your
the
season's
season.
over.
I mean, we know how to
Dolphins won
develop
on Sunday
quarterbacks.
and they beat the Steelers.
We know how to develop quarterbacks, right? Bailey Zappi. Yeah, you wish you had Bailey Zappi right about now,
Man,
don't you?
stop that ridiculous.
We're gonna get into the Patriots right after
Bailey
this. Don't you guys
Zappi.
worry. We're gonna get into Zappe because I'm really feeling the Zappe fever. But I want to hear Lance's thoughts of that game. Lance, if you don't mind, what was your biggest impressions from that Jets and Dolphins game? If you got a chance to watch some of it.
Yeah, I think it's funny to see the Dolphins get a taste of their own medicine because they were just so high after beating the Bills, and they got lucky. Josh Allen had a down game, and that happens. And he still threw for 400 yards. But anyways, the young guys for the Jets stepped up and made some plays, and it's nice to see that. But I don't know. It was the battle of the bottom feeders. They somebody had to win, and Jets came out on top.
The battle of the bottom feeders.
I want to smack the Bills. The nice thing is we went against two receivers that I consider the two hardest to cover in the league. I'm not afraid of Diggs now.
Listen, man.
Diggs is literally the best route runner in the league. So Tyreek's fast, but he's not the best route
stick
runner.
in his back pocket. Tyreek Hill is the one I was afraid of.
This is the problem with the Buffalo Bills fans. They say things like that, bottom of the barrel feeders, but they lost to a quote unquote bottom of the barrel feeder.
But we had our two corners out, so we couldn't play our safeties in the right spot. That's what you just said. That was literally what you just said. You just said the same shit. That I'm
hold on,
have anybody against you. Who did we have?
Could you imagine if Josh Allen didn't play a game for the Bills?
It was still an L. It was still an L at the end of the day.
By 1 point. Great job.
And the Dolphins gave it to you. And the Dolphins gave it to you. Y'all ain't gonna be at the top of nothing, man.
Imagine how good the Bills would be if they didn't have Josh Allen. I'm sure they would be an AFC
trash too.
They would not be good. Our whole team. That's why he's the MVP.
Thank you. He's your whole team. Thank you. I know.
Yeah, that's why he's the
MVP. Congratulations. You have a top quarterback, and that number one quarterback played in the game, and you lost.
Quarterback.
End of story.
I want to give some advice to Miami Dolphins fans. When we come back around here season after season, I want to remind you of something. Don't stop looking at the standings the first couple of weeks of the season. Stop bragging about this week to week. You have to look at the end game, right? You have to look at where your team is going to be at the end of the season. Stop thinking we're in first place.
It's so easy for someone like you to say that. Like you're a spoiled Patriots fan, bro. You saw your team win 6 Super Bowls. We haven't won a playoff game in 22 years. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, we're obviously going to get excited and pound our chest. Yeah. So
I have nothing wrong with that.
All of a sudden, you see the Dolphins up there.
No, nothing. No, the Dolphins have been in first place a couple times.
When we expect to win, I'm sure the fan base will adapt. We're not used to winning. The Dolphins have been terrible since the day I've been born. You went to 6 Super Bowls. Obviously, you're thinking about January, week 1. I'm worried about if we're going to make the fucking wild card, bro. There's levels to it. Like, we've been dog shit. Let us get hype. Let us get happy. And then you guys can take your victory laps in week 18. But
are you happy now?
Again? Week 18?
Are you happy now?
We are, but bro, we are happy now because all y'all talking about y'all
7 last year.
All y'all talking about y'all little bump in the road. So we not allowed to have one. We good, man. We gonna be just fine. We got the talent.
Bro, that's a stop sign. There is no light at the end of the tunnel.
How about you make the playoffs this year?
Goes for 250.
We make the playoffs every year. How about you make the playoffs?
You ain't making it this year. You ain't making it this year.
No way.
I guarantee you we make the playoffs this year. Ain't no question about it.
You guarantee a lot of stuff, TD.
Yeah, we making it this year.
You've been on YouTube since 2018. You haven't seen your team in the playoff game. Stop it.
Yeah, well, this year that's gonna change. We going to the playoffs. Ain't no question. Y'all not.
Hey, Nikki, I better see a retweet on that video.
I'm not retweeting that because when you sent out your little video saying enjoy that flight home, I said, congratulations, Richie. You're a good man. The better team won. And then you didn't acknowledge me like you didn't know me. So
I liked it.
I'm definitely not giving that video a retweet.
I liked the video. What do you mean? A little heart. I clicked a little heart.
I got you.
But hey, man, I just posted that video on Twitter. If anybody wants to rewatch it and give your thoughts of that on the comments on Twitter, quote tweet it, let that video go viral on Twitter. So Nikki Smokes and Ryan, you guys are welcome to stay as long as you like, but we're going to transition into the Bills and the Patriots. So you guys are more than welcome to skedaddle whenever you'd like, or you can stay as long as you like as well. So
it's been fun. Real quick, before I leave, Zach Wilson playing better than the box score indicates for the second week in a row. He had 2 receptions end on the 1 yard line. Last year, he had 9 receptions end on the 1 yard line. That's like historic level bullshit. He is much better than this box score indicates. He's coming for the division. Watch out.
Against undrafted corners.
Let him know, Ryan.
Moms and banging moms. Let's go.
Literally.
Never heard this type of talk from Jets fans in like freaking a decade. It's unbelievable.
Right? It feels amazing to be able to talk about it, Tyson.
Feels like I'm in a Twilight Zone.
We are in a Twilight Zone. It's a different era, baby. I've been telling you for a long time this summer that this was going to be different. So let's get into let's talk about the Patriots.
Oh, I'm actually run, Richie. I'm a run.
All right, cool, my man.
But
Anything like to say
appreciate
before
you
you get
guys.
out?
Appreciate the round
Yep.
table. Tyson,
Appreciate you,
again,
Nicky.
Nice meeting you. TD, you're my brother. Richie, enjoy it because I swear to God, January comes. Oh, I got so much time to learn FL, whatever software you use to edit that. I'll be on that ass. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, Nicky. Have a good one, bro. All right. So that was a great segment. We had to highlight that Jets and Dolphins game a lot. And we appreciate those two fellas. And we appreciate TD and Nicky being a good sport with that video, man. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to Sergio. TD just said they allowed a bump in the road. Well, Finn's week 3 were our bump in the road on the road.
Same thing.
Like
they got
he
the
said,
same
the
energy.
broken clock is right 2 times a day. Go Bills. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Same
All right,
energy,
Tyson.
dude.
We sweep.
What did you see? Hype up your guy Bailey, because is the fever real? I know that you were saying a little bit on the Mojo.
I've been taking my temperature every hour. It just keeps getting worse, man. I just wake up. I dream about Zappe. I wake up thinking about him. I might listen. I'm not a big fan of jerseys. Like once you get a certain age, you don't really buy another grown man's jersey. I only buy old school jerseys just for show. But I might go out and get me I was logging on to Fanatics and they were trying to sell me a Zappe jersey. I'm just like, I almost pushed that button. Damn, almost had me crazy out here. I'm just like, I don't know what to say, man. Listen, I understand if you watch our game that he doesn't, because he hasn't really had to do much. But the throws that he does make, he has the arm strength, and that's something that Mac Jones, whoever Mac Jones is now, just never had. He never had that trait. And we drafted him in the 4th round for a reason. Like, you don't draft a quarterback in the 4th round if you don't think he's going to at least show something. And I'm hoping, I don't like to toy with people's injuries, but listen, we don't really need Mac Jones right now. Like, if Mac Jones is going to come back, he needs to just needs to sit down for a while. If Zappe goes out there and plays like crap, and then we'll have that discussion when it happens. But he hasn't. He didn't turn the ball over last week. Oh yeah, he did, because Aguilar obviously dropped the damn ball again, which he needs to go. We have a rookie in Tyquan Thornton that's coming up. Speedster, the fastest receiver out of the draft last season. He's back. We're starting to get healthy now. Offensive line is starting to click. Our defense is nasty. I think people like the way what we did to Aaron Rodgers when we should have won. It was pretty much all on our offense that we didn't win that game, but our defense is very underrated. The draft picks that people say that Belichick can't draft are starting to come in. Like, he's being forced to play these players, and they're starting to show. Jack Jones is, I don't know, we just have a knack for finding corners. Like, teams just have a knack to to draft their own position players. Like, the Steelers always find receivers. We always find cornerbacks for some reason. So I told Patriots fan this, actually, because the thing is, I didn't know that Zappe was going to play. So when I found out that Matt got hurt and I knew we were looking at Brian Hoyer, that's when I said the season was over with, because I didn't think that there was a scenario in which Zappe would get any playing time. So once he got playing time, that completely, and the way he played completely changed my my trajectory for this team and going forward, because we're going to roll off 7 straight wins. Like, we're not losing for a long, long time. The next losable game is the Vikings game, and that's Thanksgiving, which I'm going to. But other than that, man, like I said, Belichick is we shut out the number 1 offense in the league. I know that doesn't really say much because it's the Lions, but they do score a lot of points. And Goff saw ghosts. Goff is a terrible quarterback. The Lions are the Lions. I know this is not really an impressive win, but the shutout any team to me is impressive. And the people can laugh now. Like I said, like it's like that scene when Stringer Bell in The Wire gets locked up, and there's a scene where he says, "We back up." That's coming very, very soon. I want people to enjoy us being in the basement, because it's not going to be long. The Dolphins are treading down. The Jets had a little fleet of whatever the hell you think that was last week against Miami, against a third-string quarterback. You guys still can't beat us, but I'm not afraid of any team right now. Besides, the only team that I know that's going to be really great and that's going to win a division just by default is Buffalo. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that we are going to overtake the Bills. But my goal for this season is to get into a wild card and win a playoff game. That's our goal. Like, we made it last season and we lost. This season we got to win at least one playoff game, because you have to make strides. Unlike the Dolphins, who can't win a playoff game, but That's pretty much all I got to say about the Patriots. Zappe fever has taken over. There's billboards now. They're giving out towels. When I went to the CVS pharmacy, there's people in line talking about how they came down with the fever. It's getting bad out here in New England. Like I think we found our next. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Because Mac Jones, I can pretty much just compare him to somebody named Drew Bledsoe. So that's all I got to say about that.
The Zappe fever is alive. I'm loving it. Let's get into the super chats real quick before we get into the Bills game. Richie knows that Tua was healthy. Jets get stomped. I'll give you credit. I know Tua wasn't playing. So if Tua played, the Jets win by 14 instead of 23. Emperor plays $5 donation. My prediction is looking more and more right as we are going on. End season. Bills number 1, Jets number 2, Dolphins 3, Patriots number 4. Well, this is how it is today. We'll see if that is what it looks like after week 18. So a long way to go. Emra plays. We appreciate the $5 donation, my man. Tim, a great member on the channel, says, not at all. Fourth quarter against the Ravens was a flash in the pan. Dolphins offense hasn't done anything special since. Tim coming out there with the hot takes. Malachi, a Patriots fan, says Zappe has been the best quarterback in this draft, just like Mac was last year. Interesting stuff. The Zappe fever seems to be well alive. I think that is really it for the one more. Patriots are the ugly stepsister to the AFC East.
Wait. Put that up there. Put that up there again. What did I say? Patriots are the ugly stepsister to the AFC East? Bro, we got 6 Lombardi trophies. Like, you'll never see the success that we've had within your lifespan. There will be aliens living on this planet the next time you see any type of success. If anybody, listen, I'm going to give you context, right? If I don't know who this is, if he's a Jets fan, the Colts have won the division more recently than the Jets have, right? And the Colts haven't been in this division for 2 decades. That just shows you how inept the teams are in this division. And the Bills, they can win as many division titles as they want, but they'll always be the bridesmaid, but never the bride. That's all I got to say.
One more came in. Patriots should take baby steps. Maybe start by forcing Bills to punt 1 time in a game this year.
Wow. Oh, yeah. What happened after that? 13 seconds. 13 seconds.
Oh, that's great. All right,
bragging about a wild card win. How's that banner?
It's Lance's time to brag about his Buffalo Bills stomping the Pittsburgh Steelers. What was your biggest takeaways from that game, Lance?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Pittsburgh without TJ Watt is just nothing. And they have really they just don't have the talent to compete at the NFL level, as you could see. I mean, I think that the Bills just could move the ball at will that game. And they've had 3 games now where they've just blown teams out, the Rams, the Titans, and Pittsburgh. So I don't think you could say it's a fluke. You can't blame anything. You know, they had a down day in Miami and still only lost by 1. And then you have a rough game against the Ravens and they pull it out in the end. People say you can't win close games, you can't come from behind, and they did that. So just any way you want us to win the game, we're going to win this year. And Josh Allen is the best player in the league right now, and he gets the offense rolling through him. He leads the league in yards, right? He's second in touchdowns, passing touchdowns, and he's got more rushing yards than our quote unquote lead running back, which I give props to master at work. Patriots running game is nothing to sneeze at. And, that's something the Bills got to improve this season. But, I think that with Josh Allen at quarterback, he's too good, and they're just going to roll these teams moving forward here. You're going to see us get healthier over the bye week after this Chiefs game. And, I think that it's going to be pretty embarrassing for some of these teams. Green Bay is going to come in after the bye week, and it's going to be not pretty for them.
Speaking of Green Bay, the Jets got the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay this week. We'll get into the previews. Yeah, TD, your mic is muted, so no one heard what you said, by the way. So, TD, do you have anything to say about what you saw from the Patriots and the Bills this weekend?
The Patriots are here with all this Zappe fever, who threw for 188 freaking measly yards. But, I'll give him this. They lay about a run game, so he had an efficient game. He did turn the ball over once, so, He ain't looking too bad. We'll see how it is as the season goes. It's just funny that Master Works is just a hypocrite. And he was talking the same stuff about Mac Jones with Cam Newton. They need to go with Mac. I got the Mac fever. Now he don't even know who Mac is. I remember him saying, what are we supposed to do now? Go with Zappe. Now he all Zappe fevered out.
I didn't know who Zappe was.
Yeah, whatever, bro. And then the Buffalo Bills, same trash. It's the same trash, bro. At the end of the day, they're going to win all these little regular season games, and it's going to end up losing by a coin flip in the playoffs. And on top of that, the only thing I learned this weekend is that Zach Wilson is at least better than Josh Allen. That's it. That's all I learned.
And what makes you say that, TD?
Because I thought Josh Allen was the second best quarterback in the division behind Tua, but now he's the fourth behind Tua, behind Zach Wilson and Skylar Thompson. So it is what it is, man.
Respect.
Only the leading MVP candidate. That's all.
Yeah, leading. Bro, every time y'all get to a real team, one of them dogs, y'all fold.
We just beat the Ravens.
They gotta play the Dolphins.
You act like the Ravens.
Sweet TD.
Bro, y'all beat the Ravens the same way we beat them. Down by 20 and caught up.
TD, they play the boogeyman this week. The boogeyman.
Who is that?
The Bills have the big test this
Mahomes.
week. I'm excited to get into the preview.
Yep.
That's Achilles heel.
We beat him. It's not though, because we beat him last year in the regular season.
You lost twice in the playoffs, bro.
Hold on,
I know what I'm saying. I'm saying this game doesn't matter. It matters in the playoffs.
Oh, it does.
Play them in the playoffs. That matters.
Wait.
This week,
did you just say this game doesn't matter? Because last time I checked, the two games that you lost to them, you had to go to Kansas City. So wouldn't you want to win a game to get a tiebreaker to get home field advantage?
Yeah, but it can.
Hey,
this game is important.
Hey, Master,
confident. So you're confident to go to Kansas City again for the third time?
Hey, you just made my day. You just made my day. You just made me realize I didn't even think about this. After we beat the Vikings, we're going to be number one in the division again. Let's go, Skylar, baby. We're going to be number one in the division again because the Jets taking the L. Everybody know the Jets taking the L.
And if Buffalo, it's not the end of the world, by the way.
It ain't, but Buffalo about to lose to the Chiefs. We beat Minnesota. Zappe can do whatever. Y'all can win or lose. And we're going to be number one. We're going to be number one once again.
The Chiefs last year in the regular season.
You ain't doing it. You ain't doing it this year.
Got us nothing last year when we beat him in the regular season.
Travis Kelce.
You still need to beat him because
you need to beat him in the playoffs. That's
scenario could happen.
That's what matters.
The playoffs is that all that's mattering. And you can't do that.
Get the number one seed, and we'll take care of business.
This man said 15-2. Oh, this your second loss? So you know y'all gonna lose to the Chiefs.
I'm just saying, if we do, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it does.
All right,
because we're going to win the division.
Save this because we're going to get into the preview right after we get into the Easy Money segment presented by Prize Picks. Don't worry, we have a lot of previews upcoming, and then we're getting into the live callers because I want to get your guys' thoughts of the Chiefs and the Bills and the Jets and the Packers and the other matchups that we got. So save that energy because it's going to get heated. So let's get into Prize Picks, ladies and gentlemen, because Prize Picks has a really good – I just exit out. But they have a really good deal going on. It's the NBA. But you can still add this. Remember the beginning of the year when we had a deal with Prize Picks with Tom Brady going over a yard? Well, they're doing a similar thing with Steph Curry.
Yes.
So you can add Steph Curry to any parlay, and that's going to be an automatic because he needs to get a half a point. So you bet the over on a half a point for Steph Curry. You add that to anything, and that's an automatic lock. So again, guys, if you want to join the AFC East Prize Picks clan, you click the link down below in the description. You put the AFC East code in there, and they will match up to 100% of your deposit. You deposit $100, they'll match it with $100. You put $75, they will match it with $75 of cash. So it's really fun app out there because you get free bet money. So say you deposit some money and you lose your money, well, guess what? You got free money to use. So definitely take advantage of the AFC East code down below in the description and upload it today. So let's get into it. TD, I'm going to start off with you. We're going to keep Steph Curry in there because I just want to keep it up to date that there is Steph Curry is just such an easy one. So do they not have any Dolphins guys yet? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm under NBA.
Go
That's
Miami.
why.
And I sent you a screenshot, Richie, in the messages.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, yeah. It was the Prize Picks. Was that
Yeah.
what you won?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. So now TD wants to show off the cash that he made. I love it.
No, I got a
proof.
little. Yeah, I want you to put that up if you can, because it's a better explained Prize Picks, man. Because even though I won, man, I was so disappointed on Thursday night with the Raiders.
All right, hold on. Let me bring this up real quick, guys. So TD's wants to show his. Here we go. All right. So TD, break it down.
So I bet $36, and I could win $360. I just needed Justin Tucker. This was Thursday night game. I needed Justin Tucker with 2 field goals, Lamar to throw 1 pick, Joe Burrow to have more than 24 pass completions, and Jamar Chase to have 6 or more receptions. I was doing good all night. And that bum Joe Burrow didn't get me 1 more reception. But the good thing is, since he matched it, I didn't lose. They just took it down to the 3 out of 3, which still paid me out $180 on a $36 bet. But 1 reception away from my $360. But Richie, I'm glad to report that I have literally won typically over $300 every week on Prize Picks. This was the first week. I won like $240 or something, because I always do other little small bets and stuff too. But I'm quick teaser, y'all. Take advantage of the Steph Curry's teaser, okay? Half a point. Put that on your board, because it's an easy win and it's gonna multiply on what you could potentially win.
When does the season start again, Richie?
Next week.
Next week.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So you include the Steph Curry one, you're good. And also, TD, to your point on that picture, if you guys weren't aware, all 4 of those did not hit for TD. Joe Burrow needed an extra completion, and he still doubled his money. Still won $180.
No, I got 5 times, 185 times my money, pretty much.
Oh, so you basically he didn't need all 4 of them to hit.
Yeah,
to win your money. And that's my personal favorite part about Prize Picks is how many times have you guys in the chat, whether you're on FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever the sports book is, you make a parlay and it's like a 5-legger and 4 out of the 5 hit, but that one doesn't, and it's like $10 to win $1,000 and you don't win your money and you're just punching the wall. You're like, I just needed that one. How many times will Prize Picks gives you an opportunity where even if one misses, you still double your money? So for example, we're going to keep the Steph Curry one in here. And we're just for shits and giggles, Skylar Thompson more, Tyreek Hill more, less and less. Just so you can see on the bottom here how it all works.
Give me $50.
So basically, if all 5 correct, you win 10 times your money. But if one of the 5 doesn't hit, you double your money. And if 3 corrects, then you get some money back. So that's my personal favorite about Prize Picks. So let's hear it. This is what they have for the Miami Dolphins so far. I'm sure they're going to add more until the season goes until Sunday comes closer. They only really have the fantasy score. They don't really have the projected totals.
No. They have them all, Richie. It's just on top of that. You got to go. You see right there. You got to go each one category, I believe. Above.
Where?
Field goals, all of that, right? Oh, okay. That's all they have for us loaded until game time. Closer to after Thursday night football, it'll be more.
Oh wait, yeah. Tyreek Hill's only at that. So I mean, they're going to be more Dolphins props by the time you load it up. So all they have is the fantasy scores for these players. So what you got on them?
Skylar Thompson, I'm more. Tyreek Hill, this is going to be a big week, more. Raheem Mostert, I'll go with less. He had a big week, but now he's hurt. He didn't even practice today. Jalen Waddle, I'm going more. This is going to be a shootout this weekend with the Minnesota Vikings. On it? I'm putting 50 on it.
So TD put 50 and all 5. Well, guess what? You don't even need to worry about this one to hit because this is like a lock. So it's like you just need technically these 4 to hit to win 10 times your money.
Yep.
That's my favorite. I love this easy money stuff. So let's get in. Let's see if there's any good Patriots ones. I'm not sure if they have any loaded yet. They got Ramari Stevenson. take these guys
Playing
away.
against the Browns, they give up a lot of rushing yards.
I don't know. Let's see if they zap the zap attack.
They better have him on there now.
No, not yet. They will when he gets
that's
announced.
Prize Picks lost. They haven't caught the Zappe fever yet. They'll catch it.
Is Harris hurt? No.
No, he's up there. But Ramondre's gonna. That's the thing. We don't know if this might be a Damien Harris week. You never know.
Isn't Harris hurt?
He has a little nick, but he'll be back. He's not gonna be out.
Okay. So I'm gonna take Hunter Henry. And
Hunter Henry.
Jacoby Myers.
It's funny how that happened. As soon as you switch
one more there,
quarterback.
you missed there. Scroll up. There's one more there, just above Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I got Jacoby Myers.
I can't take the same guy twice.
Yeah,
Jacoby Myers too, man. He's also starting to show.
So you think Myers
all these
50
players?
yards?
Yeah, it's funny how all these players are starting. Like you didn't hear nothing about no Myers or Hunter Henry or Jacoby. Like you didn't hear any of these people when Mac Jones was a quarterback. None of them got the ball. They're all starting to come now because we changed the quarterback.
So you're taking more on these three, or what do you think?
Yeah, because we're going to score at least 30 on Cleveland. I'm not worried about Cleveland. We're not losing to Jacoby Brissett either. That's not happening.
Loving it. I'm loving it. I have you guys winning that game too. Let's see what the Buffalo Bills got cooking up. All right, Lance, this is your time to shine. We're going to take Josh Allen's yards. We're going to take Stephon Diggs' yards. We're going to take Gabe Davis's yards. 1, 2, 3, and then one more. We'll take Singletary. So, Josh Allen, more or less 300.
More. Yeah, I mean, this offense is starting to click now. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot, and he hasn't had less than 300 in a few weeks now. So,
Stephon Diggs, 85.
I'm gonna go less on him. He's still going to get up there about 80, but I think he's going to go less on that.
Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis will be more.
I benched him in fantasy this week, and I wanted to.
I traded him, bro, before last week. I traded Gabe Davis. I'm so fucking stupid.
And then Devin Singletary.
He was hurt. He's hurt all year, so he's just getting healthy, man. So Singletary with rushing yards. Man, that's a tough one. I would say less on that. I don't think they're. It's going to be a shootout. I don't think they're going to be running like that.
So if Steph Curry gets a point, if Josh Allen goes over, Diggs less, Davis this, you guys know the drill. $50 will win him $500. And say one of these does not hit, you'll still make $100 to double your money. And let's finish this off with the beloved, everyone's favorite team in the chat right now they can't stand hearing about is the New York Jets. We got Zach Wilson at 213. Let me take these away so I can add my guy Zach Attack. We got Breece Hall at 57. Come on, we got to get Breece Hall's picture in here. It's a little disrespectful. Garrett Wilson, and we'll take Elijah Moore. So Zach Wilson, 213.5 yards. Now the Packers, and we'll get into it, they have one of the best passing defenses in the NFL. So I think this is going to be a game where the Jets rely on the backs, similar to the Dolphins, and really run the rock. So I'm going to take less on Zach Wilson's yards here. Breece Hall at 57 rushing yards. I think he's gonna have another good game on the ground. I think Breece Hall is establishing himself as the best, one of the best, if not the best rookie running back in the league. Him and Dameon Pierce are taking over the league. I think Kenneth Walker's about to do that as well for Seattle now that Penny's hurt. Garrett Wilson at 40 yards. I think he's going to go over that. I think Garrett Wilson pretty much goes over 40 yards every game. And Elijah Moore, he's been an interesting player this year because, all of a sudden this Jets offense has a lot of mouths to feed. And Elijah Moore seems to be the odd man out. And it's not like he's been doing anything bad. He's open. It's just there's so many guys. There's Corey Davis. There's Braxton Berrios. There's the two running backs. There's the tight ends. There's Garrett Wilson. All of a sudden this Jets offense is not just all about one or two players. There's like 7 guys that's spreading the ball around. I mean, Zach Wilson's first 7 completions against the Dolphins were 7 different receivers. So this is a very well spread offense. And I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth, by the way, because that is never the case for the Jets offense. It's usually the complete opposite. So I'm going to take more on more, no pun intended, $50 to win $500. So you guys know the drill by now. If you guys want to join Prize Picks, use the promo code AFC East. You use it down below in the description, and they will match up to $100 of your deposit. So you deposit $10, they give you $10 of free money. You give $50, they give you $50 for free. $100, they give you $100 for free. You definitely want to take advantage of this deal, especially when they have this easy Steph Curry one, because it's just guaranteed money. I mean, if you don't think you can get 4 right, joke's on you. You got to pick your picks better, because I've been making good money on this. As you see, got 280 here up on the credit. TD Finns Talk has been making good money on here. So that's the easy money segment presented by Prize Picks. Make sure you use the code AFC East, all capitals. And if you use our code and you deposit money, let us know in the chat and we'll give you a shout out, because we want as many AFC East Roundtable folks to win some money just like us, because I've been killing it. And I know Dan has been killing it as well. So it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So now we're going to transition into the preview segment, and then we're going to end it off with the live caller. So guys, if you want to join in and become a live caller, you have to join the Patreon. We already have people lined up. We have people backstage right now waiting patiently to come on to talk some smack to me, talk some smack to TD, Master, Lance, whoever you want to talk smack to, or just show your respect. You can do that as well. The way you get access to the link, you click the link down below in the description to the Patreon member. You become a depth player, which is a $10 donation per month to the AFC East Roundtable, and you'll get access to the link to join in and call and debate us on the AFC East Roundtable. So that will be after the preview segment. So let's get into the preview. Lance, I want to start off with you, because that is definitely one of the best games, if not the best game of the week, in terms of the two top dogs in the AFC. So what's your predictions? What do the Bills have to do to win? I mean, you said that this is not a big game for the Bills.
Oh, it's a huge game. No, I just think it doesn't matter as much. As far as what's going to happen at the end of the year, is we're going to have to beat these guys in the playoffs. And that's what matters to me, is winning in the playoffs. As everyone says, you can't win in the playoffs. You can't win a Super Bowl, this, that, and the other thing. So, yeah, this is a big game. It's going to matter. People are going to talk about it. That's fine. At the end of the day, it's another game against a conference opponent that you want to win. That's what it is for me. And I think, we lost to them 2 years ago and we beat them last year. Both times didn't matter. Same result. So to me, it's like, yeah, I get it. You want to have the number 1 seed. But if you don't win this game and you still get the number 1 seed, which is still possible, then you're same difference. So I think the Bills are going to win ultimately, because I'm a Bills fan. Why wouldn't I think that? We had the best quarterback in the league, and Allen's going to prove it. And I think it's sad that it's not on the prime time, but I understand why CBS protected it, and they're going to get their money's worth out of the game of the year. And I think it's just going to be an offensive shootout. I think these offenses are going to roll up and down the field, and it's going to be similar to that playoff game. This time, I think the Bills come out on top, though.
I have a question. Why you say Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league? What makes him better than Mahomes?
I think that his ability to
great question
be used in the running game and his willingness to run more just provides another dimension to the offense. We obviously have struggled mightily to run the ball, handing it off to a running back. But if you look at some of the sets that they run, they spread out Pittsburgh last week, trips one side and 2 on the other side. And it was literally see what defense there are. Once the guys turn their back to cover the receivers, Allen was gone. And they opened up that hole, and he scrambled for 35, 40 yards on that play. That's just Mahomes doesn't do that much. And he has his moments, and I think that the Bills defense, though, ultimately is better this year than it has been. We've got improved defensive line play. Obviously, Von Miller's there. We got some studs in the interior as well with Daquan Jones and Jordan Phillips back. And I think, the Bills are getting healthy at the right time now. We're going to start, like I said, I think that snowball is going to start rolling now. And as long as they can stay healthy, once these guys get back, I think it's just going to be a dangerous team. And I think it starts to show this week. I think Ken Dorsey and Josh Allen are just continually improving together. Play calling, it's obviously Dorsey's first year as offensive coordinator, but him and Allen are on such the same page that you're going to see this offense just really start to click. And we've had falters, obviously, throughout the year. Dolphins game was not our best offensive performance, even though Allen still threw for 400 yards. We just couldn't get it done in the red zone. So this is what we have to do this week. We have to finish drives, right? Touchdowns, not field goals. And I think they're going to prepare all week for it. You're going to get Isaiah McKenzie back, and the offensive line has another week to kind of gel and game plan for this defense. And honestly, the Chiefs defense isn't what it was last year either. They lost Tyrann Mathieu, and they haven't had the defensive line pass rush, which you need against the Bills. You need to be able to get to Josh Allen. Miami proved that, right? Miami got to Josh Allen. They rattled him, and he just didn't have a good game. So, I mean, if the Chiefs want to have any success, especially on the defensive end, they're going to have to get to Josh Allen.
So I'm the biggest Mahomes hater there is. I built my reputation off of Mahomes. I copyrighted a slur off of him. So if anybody hates Mahomes, it's me. But how you can sit here and give me a Josh Allen is better than Mahomes when you look at, and I hate Mahomes. Look at his resume, bro. He's got an MVP already. He's won a Super Bowl, even though I don't really count that. But he's won a Super Bowl. He's beat your quarterback twice in 2 playoff games where he played better. And I understand Josh Allen played phenomenal last season, but you gave the ball right back to Mahomes, and he bit you in the ass. Yeah. Josh, this reminds me of the old Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning argument of how everybody said Peyton Manning was the better quarterback, which now looking at it, it's a dumb argument, don't you think? Brady used to whoop that ass in the playoffs and beat the brakes off of him. And then later in his career, then that's when Tom Brady stats. But Mahomes doesn't have the highlight reel. If I were to compare the highlight reel to Mahomes, the crazy shit that he does to Josh Allen, it's not even a comparison. How can you sit up here and tell me that Josh Allen is the better quarterback? It's not even I mean, he's close. But bro,
yeah, he has one more. I mean, if Josh Allen does the same thing, wins an MVP this year, wins Super Bowl,
we're going off of ifs. You're saying right now he's the better quarterback, and he's not, because he doesn't have the hardware, he doesn't have the accolades, and he's done absolutely nothing when it matters. You need that, bro.
In the past, and he's about to this year.
There's no in the past. So we're in the present time, and in the present time, Mahomes has everything that Josh Allen needs to solidify himself as arguably the best quarterback in football, which he does not have. And if we're going to make an argument between that, he's never going to get close to Brady. So at the end of the day, this argument of Josh Allen being this amazing quarterback, I don't want to quote TD, but bro, show me something when it matters, dog. And I understand that your defense blew it last season. That's not his fault. But he did have a chance in the AFC Championship game where he looked like absolute hot shit. And throughout that entire playoff run, he looked like hot garbage. So I don't want to ever hear a Bills fan tell me who the best quarterback in the NFL is. As much as I hate Mahomes, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. The end. And Brady, Mahomes, and then Josh Allen. But Josh Allen has to climb that mountain first before you can declare yourself a king, right? You don't have a claim to the throne until you show me you have a claim to the throne, and he's not on that level yet, bro. Beat him in a meaningful playoff game, win a Super Bowl, and if Josh Allen goes out there, wins an MVP like you say he's going to do, win a Super Bowl the first time in your history, I will gladly get on here and say Josh Allen's the best quarterback in football. But until that happens, no brainer, bro. You don't get no respect in that regard of being the best quarterback.
You're muted. And I agree. I think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. I've always felt that way. So it's kind of interesting to hear from Tyson, because Tyson, like he said himself, is a Mahomes hater, but you can admit it. But Josh Allen definitely has a chance to take over that pedestal, like you said, Lance.
I think he takes the team on his shoulders more than anybody else in the league. I mean,
I just think when it comes to talent and when it comes to accolades and it comes to accomplishments, Patrick Mahomes is over him, but Josh Allen is on the way. So
you just said that he takes Josh Allen takes more of a load than Mahomes did. That Super Bowl run, and I hate to say it, dude was down 24-0. Took the team on his shoulder, came back. Dude was down 2 double-digit leads against the Titans in the AFC Championship game. Took that team on his shoulder, won. Was double-digit points down in the Super Bowl and won that Super Bowl. And then came around and was down last season with 13 seconds left, and he brought that team back from the death. How many times have we No. There is no.
That's Travis Kelce. You have Travis Kelce, one of the best tight ends, and Tyreek Hill. That's not taking it all on.
So you're saying that Mahomes' weapons is the reason why he's that because they don't have a Tyreek Hill no more.
This year, Allen has been under siege all year, and he's just sidestepping defenders all the time and making plays. He's leading the league in passing yards.
Yeah, for the first 5 weeks of the season. Who cares?
All right, let's get into the score predictions of this game. Chiefs, Bills, TD, starting off with you.
Chiefs 35, Bills 31.
Mine's close. Tyson.
Is that game in Kansas City?
Yeah.
Loss.
Chiefs 45, Bills 10. No, I'm still 35,
I don't think it's going to be that bad. It'll be a close game, but
It'll be 35,
until they can prove to me they can beat this team on the road, which they're most likely going to have to do again, I'm not picking the Bills.
They did it last year in the regular season.
So I got the Chiefs winning in a shootout, 38-35. I think it's going to be a absolute sensational game from both quarterbacks, and Patrick Mahomes has the ball last and gets the deal done. So Lance, your score prediction?
45-35. Bills.
Wow, 45-35. That's a
Jeez.
Hey man, the Jets are the only team that dropped the 40 burger in week 5, by the way. So sorry. All right, time to get into the Patriots game. They got the Browns. So
the shit-stained doo-doo Browns.
The shit-stained doo-doo Browns.
We're gonna wipe our ass with them.
Are you
We're gonna wipe our ass with them. We're not losing, just like we're not losing to Jared Goff last week. We're not losing it. We don't lose a track. Like, we're not losing to Goff. I mean, to Brissett. He is. Oh my God, no. We're not losing to a former quarterback at that, who I know is Jacoby Brissett's not nothing. I understand they got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They got a nice little defensive, but it's the Browns. It's the Browns. Like, I'm not afraid of the Browns. I don't give it this damn game was played in Timbuktu. We're not losing. We're going on a winning streak. We're not losing to the Browns. Zappe fever. If Zappe goes out, the only thing I want to see from this game is I need to see the offense get opened up. No, I understand. I understand that you want to protect the kid, bro. But it's the time for protection is over with now. Because I need to know now. I need to know in this game, can he throw the ball under duress and deep? I need to see that. I don't need to see a game managing here and there. No, I need to see who the quarterback is going forward for this team. I don't want to pussyfoot around who the quarterback's going to be. I need to see Zappe do it. If that means he's going to throw 6 interceptions in this game, then so be it. I need to see some heat this week. I'm tired of this floating around. We'll see. We're going to game manage it. We're protecting. We're going to put the training wheels on them. None of that training wheel shit. If you can beat the Lions 26-0 last week, then I want to see a 50 burger this week against Cleveland. I want to see how good Zappe is. We have all the weapons. We're completely healthy. We have pretty much no injuries on the offense. I need to see them open up the playbook now. None of this crap that I saw last week. And I understand that it was just the Lions and we're playing to win the game. But at some point, you got to take the training wheels off the kid. And I need to see it. I need to see it. So that the Patriots are going to win regardless. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens.
Score predictions. Lance, who's winning that game? Patriots or Browns?
Probably the Browns. Going to win like 28-13 or something like that.
Yeah, we're losing to Jacoby Brissett.
Browns 28-24. Nick Chubb is going to run all over them.
I love it. Everybody picking against us again, underdogs. I love it.
Sorry, Tyson, but I'm picking the Patriots.
Yep, y'all picked to get blinds last week too.
Hey, I said I'm picking the Patriots to win.
Oh, you are? No, bro. Don't pick. I don't want you to do that.
That's why I apologize. I know you don't want me to. Hey, I have I've plugged it before. I have another YouTube channel, Touchdown Kingdom. I come out with weekly predictions, and what I had to say in that game, the Patriots and the Browns game, I brought it up to people. Remember last year, the Patriots started 1-3, and everyone was counting them out, and they went out there and made the playoffs. So I kind of want to remind everybody that Bill Belichick is still there. The defense might not have players that we know about as non-Patriots fans, but they got a stud in Jack Jones. They got a system that's been working for years and years and years, and they got a quarterback that just needs to run the football. So I'm not taking the Patriots lightly at all until they prove that they are officially no longer the Patriots, because I thought the Patriots were done last year when they were 1-3. I know TD thought that. I know everybody thought, yes, first year with no Brady, and then they're 1-3. The Patriots are done, and they go out there and make the damn playoffs. So I'm not counting out the Patriots yet. They went out there and they got the job done. And I feel like if they win against the Browns and they get back to 500, you never know what can happen. So I
wish they didn't make the playoffs though.
23.
I bet you did, but this is a classic story of the tortoise and the hare. Tortoise and the hare, and we're the tortoise in this situation.
I love it. All right, TD, to your game. You got the Minnesota Vikings. Is that in Minnesota or back at South Beach?
It's in South Florida. Minnesota's
It's
going to
in
have to
South
come.
Florida. Skylar Thompson's the official starter. Let's hear
And
your
he's
thoughts.
he's a starter. He has a home game. Minnesota has to travel. They have to come to that heat, just like Buffalo did, and it's not nice. We'll win this game. We'll barely win this game, but we'll win this game. Skylar Thompson does have talent. Skylar Thompson, he has a week of preparation now. He was a 5-year starter in college, stayed in college for like 6 years. He knows this type of system very well. Has played in every type of system. He's a pro's pro, and this is his opportunity to prove it. I think that Tyreek is out for a little get back. He wants to have a productive day. Waddle, a lot of these guys trying to get healthy right now, and they should be on Sunday. The biggest thing is the offensive line, man. It's looking bad, man. We having some of the worst grades we have ever had in the last 3 years on that O-line. And Teron Armstead is going to be a big part of that. If he doesn't play, it's going to be hard trying to win. If he does play, then I believe we'll be just fine. I believe we'll figure out a way to get it done. It's just a matter of coaching, making sure that we got the right game plan in place. But at the end of the day, our defense is going to have to play better. Xavier Howard said that he plans on playing. He feels a lot better now because he didn't play last week versus the Jets, but he feels a lot better. And he wants that challenge against that receiving core that has some great studs over there in Minnesota. So I think the Dolphins win this game, and we win it by a score of 24-21.
24-21. Skynet is back.
Yes.
Loving the confidence. Tyson, your thoughts about that game and score prediction?
You're gonna get your ass whooped, and it ain't gonna be pretty, TD. This is the I remember I told you how your season was over with. This is where your season really ends. It really does, because y'all ain't beating Minnesota. Minnesota's on a rampage right now. Kirk Cousins he's a regular season quarterback, and he wins regular season games, and he's proven that again. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, bro, they got too many weapons against your trash defense. They gave up 40 points. You gave up 40 points against the Jets. What makes you think your defense has a saving grace this week against all them boys from Minnesota? They're gonna skull fuck y'all. And it ain't gonna be like, and I'm gonna enjoy every single set. I'm gonna have to switch. When is that game? 1 o'clock? Is that a 1 o'clock game?
Mind your business.
Is that a 1 o'clock game? Anybody know?
Mind your business.
Because I'm gonna have to switch a little over.
It's a 1 o'clock. It's a 1 o'clock, but we fine, bro. We good.
Yeah, great, because I'm gonna have to be switching over because I gotta get a little bit of enjoyment. And I'll be watching your little reactions too. You know I will, because I got a few little songs that I might wanna add to your album.
We'll be fine.
It might be it was James Brown this week. It might be Teddy Pendergrass or who knows next week.
Bro, we'll get the W. I ain't worried about it.
Sergio comes in, says, "Yo, Master, why you mad? Don't take out your anger on us. LOL. Oh, and for the record, F that phony."
Who is that? I don't know who's his team.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He had something else to say. I forgot. But Mafia Montage, your thoughts of the Dolphins game?
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with Master at work here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So. Dalvin Cook's from South Florida. That heat's not going to bother him. He's going to run up and down the field, and it's going to be not pretty for the Dolphins this week.
Score prediction?
Say 31-17 Vikings.
I think I agree with him. I think that's going to probably pretty much be the score. 31.
Yeah. So listen, man, this is a game that can kind of save the Dolphins season, because the Dolphins started 3-0. They had a bad game against the Bengals on prime time. Tua gets knocked out. They have a long week of rest heading into the Jets game. They're banged up. They lose to the Jets. And if they lose this game, the Dolphins go from 3-0 to 3-3. And that's not good. So this is a big time game for the Miami Dolphins. Now you really got to assess what Skylar Thompson is, because when he got inserted against the Jets, he didn't have a preparation. Now he has preparation. He's getting starting reps. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Jalen Waddle. You got Mostert coming off a good game. I know they're a little nicked up, but, if they're healthy and the offensive line can get back together, listen, now's the time to see what Skylar Thompson is, because I heard a lot of Dolphins fans say that Skylar Thompson is like this messiah or something, this guy that's going to save the franchise. So I'm really curious to see what he can do against the Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings got a very underrated defensive line, by the way. Their pass rush is legit, and they're a very, very underrated team. They're 4-1 for a reason, and they got one of the best, if not the best, young wide receivers in the NFL you got to worry about. And Kirk Cousins, he's a quarterback that gets the job done. He's not wowing anybody. He's not going to win a damn Super Bowl, but that man is a winning quarterback. So I'm going to have to take the Vikings in this game. I think that the Vikings are going to get the job done and get the W with the final score of 27-24. I think it'll be close, but the Vikings come away with the dub. Rag says, Pats fan, buy you a high chair.
Hey, listen, bro. I sit on the throne. We've been sitting on the throne for too long, bro.
You
Appreciate the donation, Rags. All right, guys, before we get into
this. Hey, one more thing before we wrap up, right? About the Vikings and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are obviously going to lose the game, but just imagine in a world where the Dolphins are 3-3, and guess who they play next week? And if Tua comes back, Brian Flores versus Tua. And do you think that Brian Flores is going to let Tua do a damn? Oh, there might be Bounty Gate 2.0. Flores is salivating for Tua coming back next week.
Love it. All right, guys. If you guys are enjoying the show, we did not really say this once. Hit that thumbs up button. We have 438 likes with 750 watching. Thumbs it up. Let's get to at least 700 likes before we wrap up tonight's stream. If you guys are enjoying the show, hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. And also consider hitting that subscribe button. The next goal is 5K subscribers. This channel has been exploding ever since we started it, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys, whether you're a Dolphins fan, Patriots, Bills, or Jets fan, or even NFL fans in general. We appreciate the support a lot. So please tell your family, tell your friends, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. We appreciate it. Now, last but not least, for the previews, let's get into the Jets and the Packers game, and then we're going to get into the live callers. We have a lot of patient callers that are backstage right now waiting to come in. We appreciate you guys backstage having patience. So
Richie, highlight that super chat real quick.
Hold on. Which one?
The one in the blue. We started 1-7 last year. I'm not worried. So you're pretty much not worried about not making the playoffs again because you started 1-7 last year and you didn't make the playoffs. So Tiger Hood, yeah,
put him in his place.
It's been getting on my nerves.
Shout out Ray, big time Jets fan right here. Let's go, Ray. Richie Squadron in the house, yes sir. All right, so Jets and Packers. So this is really cool. The Jets have back-to-back games that have like family and friend ties. First, it was against Mike McDaniel, Robert Saleh, and Mike LaFleur. They know each other very well. And now, you guys know the Green Bay Packers head coach is. It is the brother of the New York Jets offensive coordinator. And Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur are best friends. They were roommates in college. They talk to each other on the phone every day, not during game week. Robert Saleh said, made sure that they know that they're not talking this week. So it's going to be really fun, like family battle. There's a lot of fun things. And one thing that I absolutely love is Fox flexed this game for the A-list, the game of the week. We have Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olsen calling this game. The Jets never get the top callers, by the way. We always get the trash announcers on CBS and all this stuff. It was originally the Steelers and the Buccaneers, and they flexed it for the Packers and the Jets because this game is actually going to be a really fun game for a lot of reasons. It's the 3-2 young Jets going up against the 3-2 Packers that's coming off a disappointing loss in London. We have Zach Wilson, who emulates this game over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Zach Wilson's a young year 2 quarterback that he always said he looked up to Aaron Rodgers, and that was the one guy he really tried to mimic his game. So that's going to be fun to see Zach Wilson going up against Aaron Rodgers. And, of course, the family connection there with Mike LaFleur and Matt LaFleur and Robert Saleh and LaFleur's having, like, they were at each other's weddings. Boring stuff, but from Jets fans' perspective, it's fun because when we initially hired the LaFleur, we're like, oh, we kind of like watch the Packers a lot because we like to see what type of system his brother runs. So it's going to be a fun matchup. But when it comes to the matchup, the The Green Bay Packers defense is one of the best against the pass. So I think this is going to be a game where we're going to have to really establish a run and really feed Breece Hall, because Breece Hall is stepping up and he looks like a guy that's going to be here for a long time. And running backs usually come out of the gate and play good football immediately. You see it all across the league. You see Dameon Pierce lighting it up in Houston. Jonathan Taylor was a dog when he was a rookie. Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. All the best running backs are usually on their rookie contract, and that's Breece Hall. And don't forget, we have Michael Carter as well, who got in the end zone twice against the Dolphins. So the Jets have a legit dynamic duo that I think that is a big reason for this offense. That formation of Zach Wilson and shotgun with Michael Carter and Breece Hall to the right and left, defenses don't know how to match up against them. And that's how Breece Hall escaped for a 79-yard reception on the Miami Dolphins, because he escaped on a wheel route. It was a perfect scheme. It was a bunch formation, having Corey Davis go over the middle, and it was just a perfectly executed play to exploit the weakness of the Miami Dolphins defense on that specific play. My point is, I like the way that the Jets match up in terms of the run. We got Dwayne Brown back as our left tackle. And I don't know if anybody's aware of Elijah Vera Tucker, but this guy needs to be talked about. Does anybody in this stream know who Elijah Vera Tucker is? I'm just curious.
I do. I know where he is.
TD, who's Elijah Vera Tucker? You know what he's been doing this year?
Trash.
Exactly. So Elijah Vera Tucker, name me one offensive lineman in the NFL that can do what he's been doing. As a rookie, started at left guard all year. Year number 2, he's our right guard because we signed a new left guard. And then we get all the injuries to offensive tackle. They ask him to move the left tackle. He goes to left tackle, dominates. And then the week later against the Dolphins, we're like, hey, Elijah, do you mind going to right tackle where you never played in your life? He's like, I got you. I'm going to dominate. Of course. He goes to right tackle, gives up 0 pressure, 0 sacks, dominates in the run game. I mean, this guy's an all-pro. This guy's a Pro Bowler. This guy's an absolute beast.
Yeah, I got another guy who just came back for the first time, right?
Yeah, Dwayne Brown, left tackle. He was the guy that we initially replaced Mekhi Becton with, and then he got hurt. So that's why AVT's moving all over the place. So my point is, what Elijah Vera Tucker is doing, I've never seen from an offensive lineman. The ability to play left tackle, left guard, and right tackle at an efficient level at that caliber, he deserves some praise. And I know offensive lineman is a boring conversation, but if you really love football, you know that it all starts in the trenches. So Quinnen Williams is our other star on the defense, who is arguably the best defensive tackle in the AFC. He is up there in the same breath as Chris Jones, as Aaron Donald, as Fletcher Cox, as all these guys. He is dominating. And yep, there you go, of course, as well. But Quinnen Williams is really, really disrupting games. I mean, you saw what he did to Tyreek Hill. There was a little subplot to that. The Jets heard what Tyreek Hill said when they asked him about the Jets. He said, who? The Jets? Jets fans and the Jets players remembered that, and that was a little personal stiff arm to Tyreek Hill. But Quinnen Williams is dominating. Carl Lawson's there, and the secondary is legit. So the one thing I'm worried about with the Packers offense is their running attack. You know, the Dolphins ran all over us, but I do think that's because our scheme, we were allowing the Dolphins to run because we prefer them to run the ball than beat us deep with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. So now the Jets have a really interesting thing where they can stack the box against Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon and force Aaron Rodgers to beat us deep with the playmakers that he's really not in connection with. But at the end of the day, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers here. I don't care that he just lost against the Giants. I don't care that the offense hasn't clicked yet. We're talking about our future Hall of Fame quarterback. He can pick apart the defense. I don't care how good Sauce and DJ Reed has been for the secondary. A little sliver of separation, a little sliver opening. Aaron Rodgers is firing that in there. So the only way the Jets win this game is if everything is clicking on all 3 phases of the ball. The Jets have been the best, if not one of the best special teams units in the NFL. That was a big component against the Dolphins, pinning them deep with those punts, which forced that sack. Our kicker has not missed a kick since week number 1. And Patriots fans know how important special teams is. And we've had the same special teams coordinator, Brant Boyer, survive 3 regimes. So this sounds boring, but it's the reality of being a successful football team. You need to be able to play good on all 3 phases of the ball. So the only way this Jets team can pull off the upset, because we're 7-point dogs in this one on the road, is we got to be able to run the ball and play defense, because that's really what it is. I'm not asking Zach Wilson to go toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers, which it is possible because we have the playmakers to do it. But the Packers are pissed off losing to the Giants, and it's going to be a really tall task for the Jets to get this W. But let me say this. If the Jets do win this game, I'm going to be pushing a little different agenda for the rest of the season for this Jets year. I don't know. If the Jets are 4-2 after that, then that's where you'll see a completely different version of me. Because right now I'm still not expecting the Jets to really have any type of, playoff push or anything like that. But if they go out there on the road and beat Aaron Rodgers in his home stadium, it's going to be we're going to have a big conversation on this channel on Wednesday. And I don't know if that's going to happen, because I also want to say, if the Jets lose this game, I do not think it's the end of the world, because we'll be at 500. We got the dubs we needed to. And I think our next opponent against the Denver Broncos will be a winnable game based off what we've seen from them. So if the Jets lose this game, I'm not going to be crying. I'm not going to say like, oh, the same old Jets. We're on a 2-game win streak. If the Jets win 3 in a row, then that's ridiculous. We're a year ahead in our rebuild where we're supposed to be. So, Mafia Montage, I'll let you get your thoughts of this Jets and Packers game. How much you think the Packers are going to win by? Because obviously you have them winning.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 35-10 Green Bay. I don't think the Jets are there yet. It's great that they've found a little early success here and had a little winning streak at the beginning, but I think Green Bay is just going to be too talented to.
So you think it's going to be an absolute blowout, 35-10? Jets have no chance from the start.
Yeah, I think Green Bay's defense is just going to shut down Zach Wilson, and he's going to be banging moms but not throwing bombs this weekend.
I'll remember that one, my man. Tyson, what's your thoughts?
I got the Jets winning. The
Packers, no way.
No, bro, did you watch them against the Giants? Did you watch them against us? This is not the same Packers team. Why do people keep trying to think this is the same Packers team? This is not. Aaron Rodgers does not look the same. That's not the same team. That's not the Green Bay Packers that's out on that football field. With the defense that you have, with the Jets have, they're gonna kill Aaron Rodgers. And if we took them to overtime, y'all definitely could beat them. They're a beatable team. And there's another thing. Like I said, I got the Jets winning this game. This is upside. I might put a lot of money down on the Jets winning this game. The Packers are just not the same team anymore. And Aaron Rodgers, it seems like he's over it, bro. He wants Devontae Adams back. So, and plus I need the Jets. I need you guys to win, because I have the tendency to want teams to get as cocky and confident, and the Jets haven't had that in a while. I need you to get as high as you can go, Richie, so I can grab your ass and take you back down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's what I want to happen. So I got the Jets winning this game, actually. You guys got a hell of a chance after what I saw you did to Miami last week, even though that's not much of a litmus test, but your defense looked dominant, you know. And Salah's a good ass coach, man. Y'all definitely found the right coach, and I think he's not going to play that bull crap this week with Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's going to talk your defense up, and they might kill Aaron Rodgers this week with Keenan Williams.
Another Patriots fan, Malachi, has the Jets winning 28-21. And Tyson, so the Jets are on a 2-game road trip. We got the Packers and the Broncos, and then our next home game is against the Patriots. So
that's what bro. You can win both of those games.
I'm hoping we win one of the two. That's where my mindset's at. Win one of the two, head into at home against the Patriots, 4-3, and then obviously we have a lot to prove against you guys. We haven't beat you since.
And we need you to win, Richie, because we need the Dolphins in last place in a couple weeks. So I want them, and I want TD's ass down in the basement, down in the dumps.
All right, TD, it's your turn. How much the Packers gonna whoop the Jets' ass?
Well, I know I already told you the Jets are gonna lose. That was me hating, because the Jets gonna win 24-23.
Oh, now you're flipping it around. You're doing this on purpose. Tell me why the Jets gonna win, so I can hear this, because I can't tell.
Because Green Bay is trash. They just lost to the Giants, and the Giants ain't as real as people think. They ain't. Green Bay got issues, but at the same token, as long as Jets play a clean game and don't turn the ball over, it's going to be close. But I think the Jets will win. Y'all offensive line is playing a lot better, bro.
All right, so everyone has the Jets winning, but Mafia Montage, he thinks that the Packers are going to wipe our ass with us. He still thinks – so, Mafia, let me just go back to you real quick. You think that this Jets team is still like the same old Jets, and they're going to win like – they have 3 wins now. They're going to win like 4 or 5 games this year, or do you think that – they're taking a step? Like, do you think they're just?
I think they're definitely taking a step. I think it's, like I said, I think it's, you said you want to be a year ahead, and I don't think you're going to be a year ahead. I think it is going to be what it is. I mean, these guys had a great game coming off the win against Miami, and Green Bay is a different test than Miami is, and they may not be what they were. We'll see. I mean, the trip to London and those kind of things, all that stuff can happen. It's not easy going out there. So, I mean, with Green Bay back home, we'll see. They come out and see if you can stop A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. And if you can, then you do have a good shot to win the game. But I don't know. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers until he proves me wrong. So when he's, if the Jets do win this week and Aaron Rodgers just can't perform out there, then I'll eat my crow and I'll give Master at Work, his props there, because if Green Bay just can't come out and beat the Jets, then, their season is pretty much in the dumpster at this point.
Yeah, and I love where the Packers' mindset is at. Because you guys hear what Jari Alexander said after they lost to the Giants? His first thought was, we better not lose to the Jets next week. Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers called him out, and he said, we do not have that losing mentality. We do not say those things. We do not manifest losses. So we're in their heads right away, in the locker room after a loss in London. The Jets are on their brains already, which I love. And I feel like, the Jets might have a little upper hand here because of the jet lag. So, hey, I'm riding the Jets high. I'm not going to pick them to lose until they prove me that they can lose without Zach Wilson, because that guy is 2-0 since he is back on the New York Jets. So I'm going to take the Jets winning a close battle, 28-24. And if they lose, like I said, I'm not going to really think it's the end of the world. I'm looking at the next 2 games on the road, as you got to win one of the 2 against the Packers and the Broncos, and then have the Patriots game at home with a one game over 500 and hopefully beating the Patriots, which I know, Tyson, it's not going to be an easy task because they still got to prove we can beat you guys. It's been since 2015. So that is the end of the preview segment. Now we're going to enter the final segment of the show. We're going to get all the live callers in here to get their thoughts of what's going on with this AFC East Roundtable. Guys, if you please did not hit that like button, please consider that. We got a lot of people tuning in. 500 likes right now. If we can get the 700 likes before the end of the show, that'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. So make sure you hit that like button, everybody.
Hey, Richie.
What dynasty is he talking about?
3-0 dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
What are you saying, TD?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I gotta say something.
I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of funny.
Listen, I gotta say something, okay? All right, so all viewers right now, I need you to pay attention to the comment section, the chat. There is a poll on the chat, okay? There is a poll that says, who you with? The Dolphins, there's 905 people that voted. Dolphins 34, Bills 30, Jets 31, Patriots 5%. We know why the Patriots 5%, because their dynasty is over. But I got to say something real quick. The Jets are 31%. We had 1,100 people in here max today, okay? And the Jets are 31%. Do you know that every round table I put this same post up? And you know what the Jets represent every time? No more than 12%. So you mean to tell me the only time y'all come out is when you win? Is that the only time you come out? Nobody want to hear nothing from most of y'all right now. If this is your first time coming out, ain't nobody want to hear your mouth. The only time you show up to the AFC East Roundtable is when you win. Why you can't show up every week when you're not winning? Please. It took a Dolphin win for you to show up? Come on, man. 31%. I'm like shocked, Richie. I'm like, they going to go up from 12 to 18. It's going to be a few more Jets fans.
We're represented, baby. Don't twist it. We're here. I've been marketing.
So now y'all jumping out the closet. Okay. Gosh,
here, baby.
And when you lose, if you lose this week, let's see if you're going to have 31% next week. We'll see.
Come on, Jets fans. We need to represent the roundtable every week, win or loss. Come on. But it's great to see them represent at least, TD. Because
they representing, but is this the only time they can show up? I'm just saying.
Because they knew I had something special for you. That's why. All right, we're going to get into the live callers. Guys, again, if you want to join, you become a Patreon member. But there's only 12 people allowed in the chat in the backstage at once. So if you're trying to get on right now, you can't because it's filled. So in case it's not working for you, that's the reason why. We're going to try to get to as many as possible in the next couple of segments. So be patient, and we'll try to get to as many as we can. And also, we're going to try to do rapid fire with these callers because we are a little over time. So try to give us a question. We'll get into some banter, and then we'll get into the next caller just for timing purposes. So we appreciate everyone cooperating. So we're going to get into the first caller. We got Charles in the building. What's up, Charles? Welcome back.
Before I say anything, TD, I want to congratulate you on the birth of your new child last week.
Thank you, brother.
May God bless her for many more years of good health and fortune. Okay, I want to
thank you so much.
See how good of a person this is. Now, Charles, why don't you tell him which team you represent?
Who's this? Yeah, who's this team?
I thought Richie told you guys. I'm a Jets fan.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Well, before we get started, Charles, I want to say I'm sorry to hear that you're a Jets fan. You know, I wish you better years.
It's okay, misery be likes company, as they say.
Yeah.
At least you've seen playoff wins, Charles, and you've been to the AFC Championship game back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, but we didn't go to excuse my profanity. We didn't go to a fucking Super Bowl. I mean, my dad, let me tell you something. I told Richie this. My dad has been a Jets fan since the days of Broadway Joe Namath. When the Jets went to the forget about winning the Super Bowl. They haven't been to the Super Bowl since January or February of 1969. My dad was a 10-year-old kid then. He's going to be 64 in November. Just to give you guys a heads up about that.
Yeah, same with my dad, my man.
And we had some playoff victories, but besides, I remember you keep saying that the Colts have more division titles than we do, and that's fucking true. The last time the Jets won the AFC East was 2002. That was 20 years ago, Richie. 20 fucking years ago.
Hey, we just beat the Dolphins. Let's get some positive things, Charles.
Bro, we ain't here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about now.
Yeah, let's talk about today. What's going on today?
Tyson likes to do. First off, I just want to say it's great to be here again for the second consecutive week.
We love having you.
I'm glad we have an AFC East Roundtable. We can talk about the future of this division. But anyway, I want to talk about the Jet and Packer game because I know people, and they're right, the Packers aren't the same what they used to be. Aaron Rodgers not playing up to his typical standard. But the Packers, from a historical standpoint, have been very difficult to beat at home, especially with Aaron Rodgers. So, plus, I understand the receivers outside of Randall Cobb and Allen Lazard and maybe Romeo Dobbs. I'm still unsure about his ass. Yes, Edward. That was my brother, by the way. But they still got, in my opinion, one of the best backfield tandems in all of football in Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I mean, those guys are no joke. They can run the football. They can catch it. So I have the Packers winning this one, Richie. And
it's okay. He had the Steelers winning too. We like it.
Well, here's why
we're realistic. You're very realistic, Charles, and I appreciate you because we need to have fans that are realistic like you and practical, and grounding us. Because I said on my stream earlier today, we have to ground ourselves as a fan base and realize that just because we're on a 2-game winning streak and beating our first division opponent in 2 years doesn't mean we're on top of the world. We have a lot of proving to do, and I appreciate you for coming on there and representing the Jets in that light, because I know we're going to have some Jets fans coming on here that's going to have a very different perspective. Jimmy, can't wait to hear from you, my man.
Anyway.
All right, Charles, we're going to get to the next caller, so anything you'd like to say before you head out, my man?
Yeah, by the way, I can't believe we're the game of the week on Fox. I didn't even know about that shit. So hopefully it's a good game. I just want it to be a good freaking game, not a squash match like it was back in Cincinnati. Well, we were not Cincinnati, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, peace out, guys.
Peace out, Charles. Appreciate you having on, my man. Great man right there. Greg with a $5 donation says, all I know is the Dolphins got dummied by the Jets. Rookies, Sauce, and Brees ate the whole day. Let them know, Greg. The young Jets are here. The Jets were getting praised all offseason about the rookie draft class, but as a Jets fan, I'm like, can they actually perform though on the field? And they are. We're about to have 3 Rookie of the Weeks in a 5-week span. We take over that award. That's our award. All right, next. Again, guys, if you want to join on the Q&A, click the link down below. Join the Patreon. Become a depth player, and you'll get access to the link. We got Bills fan in the chat. What's good, my man?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. So, quick question for TD up here. So, what is your exact thoughts on Tua exactly?
Here we go.
My exact thoughts on Tua?
Yeah.
He's a guy who has talent. He's like, for me, honestly, he's hit or miss. I think that his long-term projection in the NFL is a high-end backup, low-end starter. And he's prone to injuries. I don't think he'll ever stay healthy enough to be a franchise guy, nor will a team be able to continue to have greatness around him to make him look the best that he can. So at the end of the day, I just don't believe in his long term. I could tell you he showed me some things this year that, could change the narrative if we can get him on the field and he can continue to show it. But again, he ain't on the field to do that. So that's what I think about him.
So let me get this straight. Exactly. So when he's on the field, you are all Tua and nothing but Tua. But as soon as he gets injured or is off for a week, you are immediately off the train and on bandwagon of somebody else.
No, when he's on the field, I'm all Tua all the time, but that doesn't mean I don't critique his play. As far as bandwagoning someone else, just like, let me give you an example. Tua was on the field versus Buffalo, right? And I was all Tua versus Buffalo. But I was also all Skyler. I was also all Teddy. At the end of the day, I'm all Dolphin, but I'm still going to tell the truth about how you are. I think Skyler has the talent and the intangibles to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Will he actually prove that? That's up to him. I could be totally wrong. I don't think Tua has those intangibles. Will he ultimately prove it? I don't know. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, I support Tua Tagovailoa as our starting quarterback whenever he's healthy to start. But at the same token, I have to evaluate him because I feel like that's my responsibility on the channel, not to lie to people, but because that's the one position that have wrecked us for the last 22, 23 years now is the quarterback position. So I don't glorify and fanboy all over that position. Now, I may pump a few people up or hype them up before a game, just like you saw in the video with Richie, right? Richie showed the little trolling video of me. You heard me saying Skyler is the next this, Skyler is the next that. But you also see me during the stream at the end of the game, Skyler's trash because he played like trash. I just keep it honest at the end of the day. So I don't one person, then the other, and Twitch. No, I'm just giving you fair assessments of who they are when they are. I'm going to always support you going into the game. But how you playing that game, I got to give the real reaction once it's over.
I want to back TD up on that too,
because appreciate you, my man.
I want to back TD up on that for people that are, and I know people think me and TD hate each other. We don't, but I'm gonna back him up on that. Like, bro, like you need to, like, if I know that Mac Jones isn't doing it, I reserve the right to critique him. And if I see somebody else waiting in the wings that could possibly be better than him, then I would be doing a disservice to the fan base if I just had blind loyalty to Mac Jones. Like, that makes no sense. Like, if somebody comes behind Zappe and that's better, then you gotta find that next quarterback. And if the person that's not doing it for you, then you gotta, because the most important position is quarterback. So to say, oh, I'm hating on Mac Jones, I'm not hating on Mac Jones. I welcome him back if he returns. But if I see that Zappe's playing better, why in the hell would I want Mac Jones out there when he's injured at that? So I understand when TD says about Tua. If Tua's not performing at the level that he expects from the quarterback position, and he thinks Skyler is the guy because he's seen something in him, then how can you hate on TD for doing that? He wants to see a quarterback, the player at the best position at the quarterback position. Like, I don't understand how it's not Tua versus Skyler. You rep the team. You don't rep the player on the back of the jersey.
With our fan base, it's just an unhealthy obsession of Tua Tagovailoa. It's that simple.
Oh, I'm having the same issue now because apparently now I hate Mac Jones. How can you say that about Mac? How can you ride Zappe? We winning. What's the problem? We winning games. Like, I don't understand people. It's just stupid.
Right? You gotta want to win.
People become fans of the players over the team, and you got to put the team.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, that's the problem.
Exactly what it is.
That's why we have 5% of Patriots representation, because they all done fucked off and went to down south to Tampa Bay because they want to be Brady fanboys. I'm a Brady fanboy, but you don't see me rocking no Tom Brady Bucks jersey or have any type of memorabilia because it's the team over the player. And Tom Brady's eventually going to retire. Then what you going to do? You gonna stay your ass in Tampa? No, you're gonna try to sneak your little ass back up to New England and be a Patriots fan again, which I'm not gonna have it because I'm definitely gonna call it out. And that's the issue.
There we go. I love it. So there we go. Sergio with another donation. We appreciate all the donations, my man. TD talks big-ish to opponents and outsiders, but he is honest and critical about his team to his followers. Still nice to see Miami lose, though. So there we go. All right. So we got the next man coming on here who has been a weekly fan favorite of the AFC East Roundtable when it comes to the call-in shows. Everyone brace yourselves. Here we go. Jimmy Caskett's in the building.
We can't see him. We can't see him today.
But we can just hear him. That's all we need.
Look, I really don't know how many correct takes I have to say for me to stop being deluded and on drugs and smoking weed. I really don't. What did I say last week? I said the Jets would destroy the Dolphins, not beat them, destroy them. And I was being called a TD of the Jets fan base and on drugs. Literally, this man, Nicky Smoke, said I was on weed and on crack. And look what happened. He got destroyed. His team got destroyed. I also said Zach Wilson would dive into the end zone like he dives into your mother's legs. Not only did he dive into your mother's legs, he dived into the end zone. Like, it's crazy. I'm not getting games right. I'm getting plays right. I'm like 4-1 of predictions this year.
Casket, I'm going to need to get in contact with you because I'm going to need next week's picks. I'm going to need next week's picks from you. I need to make some money because I think we have like a prophet or some type of like time traveler. Are you a time traveler, Jimmy?
Wow, look at that! Finally getting respect. Since week 1, I've been saying the Jets are coming for y'all, and y'all were calling me delusional. Look what happened. I'm right. I'm always right. But you know what?
Jimmy, allow me to say something for you, my man.
Because we have you right where we want you. Like, as you just saw from last week, no gas, no break. Keep saying that the Packers are going to win, the Broncos will win, the Bills will win, the Dolphins will win, the Patriots will win. Keep saying it. I love it because we're always going to win. We're always going to win.
There we go, Jimmy. Jimmy, I just want to say I take back my comments that you're the TD of the Jets fan base. That was wrong for me to say that. Absolutely.
It wasn't wrong. You always right, Jimmy.
I've been waiting for weeks. I've been saying this for week 1. I've been waiting for all of this.
Jimmy, it was a compliment.
I'll never forget.
And I end up being right. It's finally here.
Jimmy, I have the same feeling, my man.
September, since August, I've been waiting for this.
All right, Jimmy. Anything you'd like to say? One last take before we get to the next one? I would love it.
It's the Jets' manifest destiny to eventually win this division.
What year did you come from?
He's from the future. Jimmy, I absolutely love it. Don't forget, Jimmy from week 1, he was saying, wait till Zach Wilson comes. We're not losing a game. Guess who's undefeated with Zach Wilson? The New York Jets. So I think Tyson's on to something. Jimmy's from the future. We appreciate Jimmy. He's definitely been the highlight of this AFC East Roundtable call-in shows. So the next caller, his name is Troy. What up, Troy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's up,
Welcome
Troy?
to the Roundtable. How are you?
I'm good. TD, congratulations on your little girl.
Absolutely.
But, man, you're done for the season.
Which team you represent?
I'm always the Bills. I'm 54. Lifelong Bills fan, and all your predictions were off. Okay, you're giving this prediction on last year's team with the close game. Our defense is 1,000 times better. We're going into Kansas City and spanking some butts.
No,
it is going to be a different than what you think, because especially if our defensive line is on point, there's no chance Kansas City has, and we're going to shut them down, put them in their place. Not just this, but if they can make it to the playoffs in Buffalo. Also,
love it.
Go ahead.
Josh Allen.
I love it.
Josh Allen will throw 2 picks in this game.
That's if he gets 50 points. Who cares?
6 touchdowns.
It'll be the game losing picks. You'll see.
Great job, Jets. I was rooting for you guys watching that game. I couldn't be happier with that win.
Oh my God.
Nicely done.
Thank you, Troy.
Beautiful. And I'll say, Master Tyson, wow, nice job. No point game, man. Good win there.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
You guys shut him out.
Respectful call in right here, Troy. That was a great call. Hopefully, we see you
Hey,
next
thank
week
you.
as well. We
Amen,
appreciate it,
guys.
man.
Good luck,
Keep
Troy.
it up. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Let's go,
Troy.
Bills.
Go Bills, baby.
No.
Appreciate it, bro.
That's a great call right there. I love when we got guys like that, man. Show them the
Y'all
respect
need
on
to
the
stop.
team.
Y'all need to stop ganging up with each other. Just everybody want to love the Jets, the Bills, and the Patriots because they beat the Dolphins. That's jealousy.
Hey, we didn't
That's
beat the
what that
Dolphins,
is.
bro.
What the hell do we got to be jealous of y'all
Hey,
for?
the Jets are the only team that knows how to beat the Dolphins, I guess. Bills and Patriots take notes.
Now they want to be your friend, Richie. Now they want to be your friend because you beat us.
Don't worry. I remember everything I saw for the past 2 years of all everyone. Every time I
He's
start
been
talking,
he's been holding this in for 2 years, man. This is his
oh my
moment.
God. I start talking on the chat. Oh, we have to hear about the Jets. We have to hear about the Jets. Richie, shut up. We don't care about this Jets team. Oh, I'm gonna be insufferable now. You guys are gonna hate me. I love it. All right. So we got a new person representing the Jets coming in next. Jets Unleashed in the building. What's up, my man?
How you guys doing? It's good to see you all. Hopefully, everyone's teams. I pray for you guys' all health. But it's good to it's good to get this win. And TD, man, I gotta say thank you, man. Thank you for giving Sauce Gardner his first NFL team, man. It's a special moment, man, and I just want to say thank you. He's gonna be like Weavis out there, so thank you.
Hey, bro,
The next
were you here? Were you here last week?
No, he wasn't.
No,
Yeah, I
but I
know.
was watching.
I
No,
know. He's
TD, I watch you for I watch you every week, man. Love your thing. I was actually scared with Skylar, because I know you tell truth about your player, so I was actually scared. And then I just saw how he unfolded. So
don't hype him up like that. Don't hype him up like that.
We'll see this week. We'll see this week when he got some preparation time. We'll see.
I would be on. I would come back next week. Jets is going to win this Packers game. It's going to be a great game. I'm scared maybe of Rodgers, but you know what? The receivers ain't nothing. You know what? All we got to do is stop the one and they're done. And that's basically easy because we're just
play
going
good defense. Let's go.
That too.
I love the jersey, by the way. Stealth Black CJ Mosley. We're loving it, baby. All right, Jets Unleashed. Anything you'd like to say?
Good luck to everyone's teams, man. Especially UTD with your third string Skyer, man. Hope for the best, even though we're your enemies. You might need it, so good luck.
Love it. That was a great call in from Jets Unleashed.
Appreciate
Shout
it,
out
bro.
to Jets Unleashed, man. That was a great call in.
Another great call.
Everyone give some love to Jets Unleashed in the chat. Spam the W's in the chat. That was awesome. All right. So we are getting into the final callers here. Andy Johnson is next. What up, Andy? Can you hear me?
Yo, what up, boys?
What's good?
What's up, Andy?
Oh, man.
Just want to say, TD, congratulations on the baby.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be sure to send her a Josh Allen jersey so she can root for a real team.
Bills.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I've never been insulted worse in my life.
That's a pretty bad insult.
That's the way I like
We
it.
had that cooking.
We're allergic to that
I
bum
want
in
to
this
thank the
house.
Jets for beating the crap out of Miami this week.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Richie.
We got you, Andy. You're next.
Andy, you just make sure you keep that energy, man. We'll see after y'all play the Chiefs.
We will. And when we beat the Chiefs, I'll be right back on here.
Yeah, and when you lose to the Chiefs, will you be back? See, that's the problem.
Nope.
See, everybody want to show up when they win.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm literally at work, so it's kind of hard for me to pop in on Wednesdays.
found it with the day job, didn't you?
But you found the time tonight.
Yeah, luckily my job is dead at the moment.
Yeah,
so that's the reason I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so we'll see you next week when the Bills win or lose, right?
Yep, we're going 16-1.
Lies. Oh my gosh.
16-1. All right, Andy. Well, we appreciate you finding time in your work job to tune into the AFC East Roundtable. We appreciate you being a Patreon member, my man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Let's go, Bills.
I can't say that. That's
Go Bills, baby.
like I was like about to say like what he said. I'm like, wait, let's go Jets, baby. All right, next caller. We got the man. Please tell me you're here, bro. Turn that camera on, man.
Bro, my phone ain't working right now, bro, so I can only talk like this.
All right, we got
So
you,
I
my
can't tell I
brother.
can't. First off, you already know where I'm going with this, Richie. TD, first, congrats on your baby girl. Wish nothing but health and love for you and your family. That's number one. Number two,
now let's get to
I'm sorry, bro. You guys said Tua's good. He trash. You guys said Teddy's good. He didn't even play a play in our game. And then this Skylar Thompson, who's supposed to be the next GOAT, trash. So what happened? What happened with all that? Y'all supposed to beat us like what? What was it, like 43-7 or whatever you was smoking? I don't know what that y'all were on. Bro, I'm telling you, we already passed off our test being you Miami Dolphin fans who are Dallas Cowboys of 2019. Our next test is the Patriots, and what is it, 3 weeks? Which that game, I need to try to get to that game. That game's gonna be fun to go to. But yo, your Dolphins are trash. You're losing them. You're losing to Miami. Justin Jefferson's gonna get $150 on you with 2 touchdowns because who's covering him? Nobody. And we're just gonna ride off winning in Lambeau.
Bro,
I would love it.
That's all I gotta say on that.
Listen.
He was
I
part
gotta
of Jets Media Day, by the way. Shout out Jets Media Day, the first ever
I gotta be.
thing. And my guy is talking to
You know what?
Nah, Jets Media Day was a lot of fun.
I gotta be honest, man. Jets fans, listen, y'all.
Oh, we're listening.
First of all, we're allowing y'all to enjoy this moment.
We are.
We are allowing y'all to, because
Just like you did in week 3.
Nah, whatever. Y'all trash. Oh yeah, Buffalo, Josh Allen trash. Bro,
thank you, Mafia.
We're allowing y'all to enjoy this moment because you don't. This is rare. This is like extinct. Like we got to protect this moment.
But my favorite part about this
ain't gonna last long.
And they've done anything this past couple of years. What
it's like March Madness, one shining moment.
The Patriots and the Bills are the only
wrong
two
about
teams in this
what?
division that have any reason to talk crap, in my opinion. Which is why I always couldn't stand the Dolphins fans standing on top of the Jets like they're anything. Yeah, you beat us one-on-one. But what have you accomplished to talk your arrogant nonsense? That's where I came from.
Because we've been sweeping y'all, and y'all finally get a little win, man.
Years. But they haven't made the playoffs. The Jets have a most recent playoff win than you guys. So in the recent memory, what are we talking about? The Patriots have something to talk about. They're coming off a dynasty. The Bills are owning this division the past couple of years. They got reason to talk. But all this Dolphins trash talk just –
yes, Richie,
years,
tell
I'm sitting
him.
back. I'm like, bro, what am I listening?
Listen, you got me going back and forth. I can't figure out who I gotta hate. I don't know if I gotta hate Richie or I gotta hate TD. I'm confused.
I don't even know how to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know how to respond to Richie because I ain't used to him clapping like this, man.
He's never clapped that. For 2 years.
Oh
I
my
never had
god!
anything to back it up. Now I do finally.
He's lost his AFC East Roundtable virginity.
Oh my god!
We're losing my virginity today, folks. Well, Muffiels, we appreciate you as always, my guy.
Yeah, always.
I'll see you
Salute
next
to
week.
you, though, bro.
I'll see you next week. Go Jets.
Hell yeah, baby.
Boy,
Oh, yeah, this feels good. All right, now we got someone who has been representing the Patriots every week. We need someone representing the Patriots.
Hey, man, don't be taking shots.
You're next. Don't worry, Puerto Rican. Don't worry, you're next. But we got Patriots Media coming in the chat. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro? You got Zappe fever, bro? You coming down with that fever too? Got our hoodies up.
I'm not on Zappe yet. He got to give me another game or two before I'm on Zappe. He played the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are the worst defense in the NFL. So I gotta see what he does against Cleveland this week. I think Mac Jones needs to play Sunday though. If Mac Jones don't play
Bro, give me a reason why you think Mac Jones needs to play this Sunday.
Because
why would we? Why? Yeah, give me a reason why.
Mac Jones needs to play Sundays because Zappe has been playing good the last game and a half. But context here, the Patriots have also been safe with Zappe. They're not giving the whole playbook. Like they're giving them half field to reach.
And what has Mac Jones done? Oh, that's right. He's turned the ball over in every game he's been in. He's yelling at receivers on the sideline. He's bitching and moaning to the coordinators, bro. He's not doing what he's told to do. Mac Jones has looked like shit this entire season. Why would we? And he's coming off an injury. So why, even if you believe that Mac Jones is the guy, which you probably do, why in the hell would you want to rush him back out there, not knowing if he's 100% or not? Why not see what you got in your third-string quarterback? If he goes out there and shits the bed, then I agree with you. But why the hell would you? I don't understand the logic behind that.
The reason why Mac Jones needs to play this week is because if Zappe does play good, like last week was his first start, and he played
playing good.
He played the Detroit Lions, who's the worst defense in the NFL. Yes, it's an NFL defense, but it's the worst defense in
Okay,
NFL.
so if he goes out there and lights it up on Sunday, then are you going to say I still want Mac Jones?
No, I'm saying the competition right now, it's Mac Jones' job to lose. Right now, Mac Jones has a job.
Can we give
In my
Zappe
opinion,
another game?
there should not be no.
Can we give him another game?
The discussion doesn't. That's why I say Mac Jones needs to play Sunday, because if Zappe does play Sunday and goes out and just say he goes for 200 yards again and has a 85% completion percentage, he goes 17 to 21 or whatever again and doesn't turn. Well, he did have a turnover, but that really wasn't his fault. That was Aguilar let the ball get through his hands. Yeah, so I would say he really didn't have a turnover. I'll give him that, but at the same time, they're also running the ball first. Ramondre Stevenson had 25 carries on Sunday. They also have been relying on the running game so much that their play action, they're doing the same shit they're doing last year, or early with Mac Jones, and it was working.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I told you. That's what I told you last week. This is where this offense needs to be. Whether if it's Mac Jones, Bailey Zappe, Brian Hoyer, this needs to be a run-first team that uses play action. That's what they need to do. They can't give Mac Jones 40 throws a game, 45 throws a game. And that's the reason why Mac Jones is turning the ball over, is because they're throwing it downfield more this year. They're taking more risks down the field.
Bro, have you seen some of the decisions he's made? They're horrible throws, bro. And even some of the throws he's making should have been pick sixes. I can break this down on an all 22. I can't stomach it. That's how bad it's been. Like you said, all 22, Tyson. Bro, I can't sit there and watch Mac Jones on an all 22. Are you kidding me? I'm surprised I don't know how the hell TD gets to his all 22s.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we appreciate you, dog. We appreciate you coming on. We'll see you next week. I'm telling you, bro. We'll wait till we'll give Zappe another game.
I got something for TD before I get off here, though. Hey, TD, how's it feel to have a Super Bowl hangover? Started 3-0 and ain't won a game since. And then last week you talk about, you guys ain't gonna come on the AFC Roundtable if we lose. Well, where were you last week coming off a loss to the Cincinnati Bengals? Where were you? Where were you?
All you are. Hold on. All you are. You ain't nothing but bitter because we beat y'all. That's it. That's all it is. You're bitter because we beat you.
TD,
Just remember, you're behind us.
Real quick. TD, I have to add context to this. Patriots media has come on here twice, and both times you weren't here, and he was very upset both times. He's like, why is every time I come on here, TD's not here? So this is the first time he is here, and he has an opportunity to take a shot. So I know
it don't matter. Why is he trying to take a shot at me when their team can't beat ours? Don't say nothing to me if your team lost to us. Don't say nothing. Talk to me when you can win. I ain't clap back at no Jets fan tonight, but Bills fans and Patriots fans miss me with that. When you beat us, then say something to me.
But the Bills have beat you like the last.
You ain't no. What have you done for me lately? That's all that matters.
That's right.
What have you done for me lately?
Hey, what have the Dolphins done lately?
Beat y'all.
Okay,
beat y'all.
They always beat us in Miami. What's the matter?
Every year, bro. This upsets every year.
Hey, TD was on his. Hey guys,
we appreciate you, bro.
On his channel crying because the Dolphins beat the Bills, crying in tears like they just won the Super Bowl.
That's right, baby. That's right. We got over the hump. Now we ain't looking back. We'll never lose to them
That's a great way to exit that, man. Man, these guys are coming after you, TD. You're taking
listen, they're happy that y'all won because y'all did something they couldn't do. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's okay.
It kind of went over my head that we're the only team that beat the Dolphins. So
that's
now
right.
I'm looking down at the Bills and the Patriots right now. I'm just kidding around. All right, so we're going to get to the final stretch of the call-ins, guys, and then we're going to wrap things up. We got the Puerto Rican dancing around over there.
What up, dog?
Hey,
what up,
what's
baby?
up, man?
Built in Buffalo.
In the house, son. Let's go.
What up?
Hey, man. I had a show earlier, and so I couldn't be on here.
Buffalo Blitz with our Peter DiBiase, right?
Let's go, baby. That's correct.
Buffalo
How
Blitz.
y'all doing,
bro?
Master?
I haven't seen the Dolphins fans come on here, by the way.
Because they didn't want to be here.
That's funny.
They
That
didn't wanna
is
be here.
funny. Why have we had any Dolphins
When you
fans on
lose,
here?
you got to show
No,
up still, right?
no.
Wait
Show
a
up.
second.
When the Dolphins beat us, I was on.
Every week we've had Dolphins fans lined up to come on here. Not one of them.
They here. They just giving the Jets they respect. That's all it is.
Dolphins beat us. I
That's
was
all
on
it
that
is.
next day. I was on that next Wednesday. I'm just saying that my man Master over here gave me props. Said, "Hey, I'm surprised you're here, bro. Welcome back."
It's all good.
You surprised who was here, TD?
Yeah. So remember when the week that the Dolphins beat the Bills, that 21-19 victory.
Yeah, we remember.
Congratulations on the baby. Yeah, you remember. I showed up that Wednesday. Master over here was like, "Hey, you're here. Shit. All right, welcome back." And yeah, look, I was ready to hold my L. You gave us the first L in 3 years. Congratulations. We'll see you in December to serve that ass up nice and cold.
Lies.
You can't lie about the future. It is what it is. Anyways, you've been lying for 3 years.
We make the future.
We
make the future, bro. Like I said, you still holding the L until that change.
I'm holding L1.
Until that changes. I don't want to hear it. Until y'all win again.
I had to hear it for 3 years when y'all had to hold L's. I had to hear it for 3 years on your channel. 3 years y'all lost, and y'all were like, the lucky Bills. I don't want to hear none of that.
You will never beat us again.
We're going to beat you this year, and if y'all make the playoffs, we'll slaughter you there too.
If y'all make it.
In sushi. And he talking about Josh Allen's trash. Well, Josh Allen's trash is the number one quarterback in the NFL right now. Then Tua is hot doo-doo. It is what it is. He's hot doo-doo. He's steaming in the toilet. Ew. Flush it.
All right. Do you have anything else to say before we get to the next caller, my man? We appreciate the energy as always.
Jets, congratulations on your victory. Patriots, you shut down the Lions offense, which was the number one offense in the NFL. So that's saying something. That defense is still doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not sure what your offense is all about, but they did their thing. And
Zappe fever. Zappe.
I'm not. Hey, I asked a question on the Bills Smack Talk page. I said Zappe over Mac or nah, and I got hate from everybody but Patriots fans. And then, we just came off of our slaughter of the Steelers. The Bills versus the Chiefs this week, I don't think it's going to be close. I just don't. They lost to the Colts. They lost, they almost lost to the Raiders. That was rough. On the Buffalo Blitz today, I predicted 45-13 Bills. It's going to be bad. I
said 45-35. I gave the Chiefs a little bit more.
Nah, hell nah. You out your mind. They don't have anything that scares me. They don't have a number one wide receiver. They got a bunch of number twos. And, like the Dolphins, they smell like number twos. Let's see. The Jets playing who?
Green Bay.
Packers.
Green Bay, I could see them winning that game. I could also see them losing. I think it's going to be a close game. The Dolphins are going to get smacked by the Vikings. That's going to be a tough loss for y'all to take. And then the Patriots play this week?
Yeah.
Browns.
The Browns. Okay, I got the Patriots winning that game. That's where I'm at.
All right. Well, we appreciate your calling. We're going to see you next week, whether the Bills lose or not, because you proved that
every
point
week,
already.
baby.
Every week. We appreciate you, my man. Have a good rest of your night, all right?
I support this channel. Y'all do great things.
Appreciate you, though, bro. Real
Congratulations on the baby, by the way, TD.
Thank you.
All football stuff aside, congratulations on the baby. May she be healthy, and God bless your family.
Appreciate it. And football stuff not aside, Josh Allen is trash.
That's a great way to finish off the AFC East Roundtable. Guys, if you were waiting and were unable to make it, we apologize, but we are well over the time limit already. So we
just send us a message and we'll get to you first next week.
Yeah, just send a message to us on the Patreon link or DM one of us and say, hey, I was waiting, and we'll make sure that you come first this Wednesday so you guys can be a priority. But we are at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Friday. We got a Friday show.
We got a Friday show as well that you guys can come out on as well. So we apologize. But that wraps up this episode of the AFC East Roundtable. This was a special edition of the first ever New York Jets division win on the Roundtable. That is very sad to say and awesome to say at the same time. So we're going to go around the table one last time to give your final thoughts and your final goodbyes. We'll start off with you, Mafia Montage. It was a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. First time on, and I'll be on again. Don't worry. And if I have to sign up on Patreon like Izzy does and get on here, we had OBJ in Buffalo today. It was kind of cool. Our guy broke the story that he was in Buffalo, and then the news of OBJ tweeting under our Twitter post was pretty cool. Got put on the herd, and even Sean McVay had to answer questions about it. So don't think he's going to end up in Buffalo, but it's cool just to have those kind of caliber guys running through smaller market like Buffalo is. So looking forward to a good season, and I think it's going to be Bills on top for the foreseeable future. And appreciate you guys having me on.
Appreciate you, my man. Tyson, what about you, bro?
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody for supporting our channel. And like I said, as long as you guys keep supporting our channel the way you guys have been great so far. The more content I'm going to put out, like I said, I'm going to be putting out hype videos for each team. Even you trash dog, if somehow you turn the season around, I put out the best hype videos by anybody. Like, you guys know my hype videos, and
let's see
if I got to do hype videos for the Jets, the Bills, whoever, you know what I'm saying, makes it to the playoffs, that'll all come. I'll still be making fun of TD. I got a whole bunch of like little ideas of certain things he said I could turn into a music video. So you guys will be seeing that. And like I said, even if the Dolphins win, I can always just turn it around on whoever the hell. Like, I'm very unbiased when it comes to that. To me, it's all about entertainment. So, and I make fun of my own Patriots too. So I just, appreciate you guys for supporting my content, man. I put a lot of work into my craft, and I appreciate anybody who watches it. So yeah.
Do you have any critiques on my video, the troll video I made?
No, bro. Honestly, I thought it was better than what I expected. I didn't even know you could edit like that. That was pretty good, man. How long did it take you to do that?
All day. Like I could.
Yeah, see that video by the way that I put out last night to get up on the TD. That shit took me an hour. I've just been doing it for so long. It really doesn't take me that long to do it.
I sent the rough draft in the group chat, and that took me like an hour, and then I wanted to add a little bit to it, so that was like another hour or two. So
I thought both of y'all videos were trash, like Josh Allen.
Hey man, I just gotta give Tyson the respect because he definitely inspired me to the style of editing. So, TD, what do you like to say, man? I know this was a rough episode for you. First time you ever heard me attack you, but come on, man, it's a long time coming.
We ain't friends no more, but it's all good. But no, both of y'all videos were fire though. The AFC, I gotta say this to the people watching, man. Y'all already know who I am. Y'all know I'm on TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, having my fun, being me. Most of y'all already know that, all right? But I gotta say to everybody watching, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, whether you like us or not. This is a community now. We all got our own individual communities, but this has become a legitimate community, and a community that threatens many others out here in these communities. A lot of people don't want to see this community succeed and do well. And it's up to y'all to allow us to continue to do bigger and better things. And y'all are doing that by sharing the videos, liking the videos. Y'all donate to the cause. Y'all become members. You become Patreon members. Man, we just appreciate all that y'all do. Y'all allow us to get bigger and better opportunities. So thank everybody who's watching. Thank everybody who's been watching. We appreciate you guys. And at the end of the day, we've been only 5 weeks now since this channel started. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers, and that's crazy. That's something that took me a couple
over
of years.
150,000 views.
Yeah. And that's something that took me a couple years, man. So we're doing it big over here, man. And I think if anybody knows, this community knows that Josh Allen is trash.
That's the perfect way to end it off, isn't it? All right, guys, we appreciate it, man. The hostess roundtable was awesome tonight.
Trash.
I appreciate you guys putting up with me, Dolphins fans. It's all love. You know that. Listen, it's been a long time coming. Like that's our work said. It's funny. I lost my AFC East Roundtable virginity tonight because I finally have a hill to stand on. But guys, if you want to see that video that I created, it is now live on the AFC East Roundtable. So you guys will watch that, share it with your friends. It is also on Twitter as well if you want to check it out. So I put a lot of work into it, and there's a lot of fun creating it. So make sure you guys check that out and comment your thoughts of it and like that video. And yeah, man, it was a pleasure going after with the Jets dub. And listen, the Jets got a long way to go. The season's going to be long, but the reality is we are the first seed in the wild card right now. So stop the count. The Jets are in the playoffs, baby. You heard it here first. Jets up. JETS, Jets. It's all love. Smash that thumbs up button, guys, on your way out. I appreciate you guys putting up with me for 3 hours, and I love you all. It's all love, Dolphins fans. It's all love, and we'll catch you guys.
Josh Allen, super trash.
We'll see you Friday
Peace
and
out.
then
Peace.
Wednesday as well.
Bills.